by the way.
It was fucking amazing, man. I woke up and I felt like shit, and then I was like, "Whoa!" I
You
gotta
turned
watch
into
this movie.
Keanu Reeves?
Yeah, man.
I know kung fu. Oh.
What's up, guys? Welcome to a new episode. Shut up, Alexa.
We were live the whole time.
Again.
Oh my god!
We're going
Yeah.
now.
10 o'clock on the dot. You know it.
Hey.
So welcome to the Drunken Guardian Gaming Podcast. I'm your host, Danny Martinez, and we got Letty. Letty already. Ooh, saying hi. She looks like she got her own emoji there. What is that?
That's not her.
Then we got
I don't think I'd be with her if it looked like.
if she had her own emoji.
No, I'm saying if she had like that schnoz.
Oh, wow, that's fucked up.
Bro. Dude.
So Randy the Ragnarok here, now newly single at the moment.
I know. Oh, fuck your personality.
Yeah.
She knows I'm shallow.
Yeah. And Danny the Sober Guardian.
Peace. Hey.
And of course, everybody's boy, Boneless Bones. He's lost.
It's your boy Boneless Bones.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Boneless Bones back at it again. Who went to the stream? Fucking Dan. Every time he does it, he fucks me up. I was like, wait, but I thought I was Boneless Bones.
What do you mean? Oh yeah.
Yeah, every time he does it, it fucks me up, and I'm like, oh, I thought I was Boneless Bones. All right, I'll be the Silver Guardian.
So yeah, right. So this is episode 67 of the podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. Don't forget that we have the podcast every Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern time on Twitch, but you can check out the podcast as well on YouTube and all audio podcast services. So if you guys want the links to that, just go to thedrunkenguardian.com at your own convenience and subscribe, follow, do what you like in order to keep up with the news and just have some fun with us. Join us in chat. We discuss a bunch of random stuff, some controversial, some random, some fun. We play games, have some fun with us, join the chat, etc. So today we have a really, really short day full of news. There's not much at all. So for the most part, we'll probably breeze through the news tidbits quick, and then I got like a question that we can all talk about today. As you could probably guess if you looked at the title of the podcast, and you kind of get an idea of what the topic will be. But before we do that, so today I wanted to mention that I'm drinking a new bottle of mezcal. I bought a new bottle of Añejo mezcal. This is the bottle here, aged very nicely. Never had an aged mezcal. Añejo, pendejo añejo. Yeah. So this is my first time opening the bottle. This is my first time trying it out, and I thought I'd just share it with everybody to let you know if it's any good, because mezcal is actually one of my favorite spirits. Holy shit, that is sweet as hell. That smells delicious. So
Chugging.
no, that's dangerous. So there's that. And then for me, gaming wise, I have not played much of anything because I got finals. So I've just mostly been studying, and if I have been playing anything, it's just pretty much Guardians. I played a little bit with Danny. What was it? Sunday, I think. Final Fantasy. So still trying still trying to level up my my Gunbreaker to level 80, so that way I got a second tank character to kind of mess around with, especially now that Endwalker has been delayed until December. So I got a little bit more time to kind of I got some time to kind of catch up. So I'm gonna probably try to max out my Gunbreaker and then move on to a Samurai, so I have a DPS class. And then we'll see what else. But let me try this real quick. Randy, what about you? What's going on?
I've just been playing Genshin. A lot of it. Too much, maybe. And
Word.
Yeah.
Word. Crazy.
It's a problem.
You sound ashamed.
Because I've been sinking a lot of time into that shit. Like, min-maxing everything. It's the numbers are cracked to me, basically, because it's like just min-maxing the defense, the attack, and it's so good, so fun. Then I'm just having gin and juice again.
Laid back.
Yep.
Minding my money.
I'm having gin and juice, biatch, right? Fuck. And yeah, I have I have a bottle of tequila that I got today, but I'm not gonna do that this week. I'm probably gonna do that next week.
Saving it. Have you already tried it?
Yeah. We have
Okay.
it. We have it at my job, and it's pretty fucking good. It's just like I want to like get some shit to like make cocktails. I didn't have time to like get anything today, really. Just juices.
Mm.
So yeah.
This I'm not happy with it.
Oof.
It's not.
Why?
It's not. So when I get a mezcal, I like it to be super smoky. So I try to look for the smokiest like flavor. This is like almost non-existent. It's more like, I mean, obviously it's aged, so it's more bourbony-ish or whiskey-ish, I should say, not bourbon, but more whiskey-ish. So you can kind of taste that kind of stuff. But I'm not. Yeah, it's
Not a fan
okay.
of it?
It's not bad. It's just not what I expected a mezcal to be.
It's not what your palate likes. pretty much.
Yeah. It's all right.
But we were talking about
It's
that
smooth
shit
though.
when you came by. You tried out the one the
both
grassy one, right?
Montelobos.
Yeah, aside from the didn't I give you some of the Puebla that I liked?
Yeah, that was good. That was really good because
Oh.
it was still grassy, but it was still, you could still taste the smoke too.
It was really subtle.
Yeah.
I actually got a hat yesterday from like the distributor of the mezcal. Because she was there. I didn't know that was fucking her, but yeah, no, like she asked me which was my favorite, and when I described it like to the T, she's like, "Oh, here you go, have a hat." And I was
Oh,
like,
nice,
"Thank you." Yeah.
nice.
I have
Man,
it
you
from her.
should have went more in there or something, because like being like helping, like working as a distributor or like working as a representative for those type of companies, they pay pretty well. And if you're even more lucky, you get to travel around.
And you get the little crop top with the little short shorts, and you get to
booty shorts. Yeah, and you still get to wear the hat though.
What if I just wear the hat?
No, well,
that's out of uniform.
Yeah, it's out of uniform.
Oh God, not okay. I'm not having another uniform talk right now.
Yeah, I know, right? Danny, we all know you're drinking water. So what are you playing? What have you been playing?
What if he's drinking spiked water?
What is he drinking?
I just been playing Tekken. Nothing else. I mean, I played a little bit of Final Fantasy with you, but there's nothing else I really want to play.
Yeah.
I beat Guardians already, so
yeah.
And I was looking for stuff too. Just nothing there. I don't think till December, and then after that, I'm not even sure. I know I pre-ordered a bunch of games, but they're all for like next fucking
year.
Yeah.
Same.
What is it? Is there anything coming out this month at all?
Pokemon. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm sick of Pokemon.
I mean, it's the remaster, whatever, fuck remake.
Yeah, remake
Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a good generation.
Black and White was amazing.
Last one I did was Sword and Shield.
I don't agree with you, Kevin.
What? It was amazing.
Black and White fucking sucked.
It was all right.
Oh, Pokemon Race Relations was not okay. It was really boring.
No, I'm not gonna front. What the hell was it? Omega, Ruby, and Sapphire. I hated both of those.
What? Those were great. Come on.
I hated it. It felt way too fucking easy. Like, I think that's when I started disliking Pokemon, and then I did.
Maybe it didn't become easy. Maybe you just grew up a little bit more, so your ability to play RPG games just evolved. Versus those games kind of always felt like they stayed the same.
And I always felt like they never changed aside from graphics.
Because they're targeting a certain age base, and so once you age out of it,
it's the same story with the exception of like the Delta mission and whatever the fuck. So it's like it probably felt a lot longer back then, especially because you didn't know what the fuck you were doing. The same way with when I played Okami again, like compared to how it was when I was like fucking like 8 or some shit to playing it now in my 20s, fucking night and day. Like that game took forever for me to beat back then, and then now I was like, well, here I am 100%ing it. So like it's you know. But no, I'm kind of excited for that. Not really.
I am, but I'm more excited for Arceus. Arceus looks fucking amazing.
Oh, or you can get smacked the fuck up by the Pokemon themselves.
Yeah, that shit looks fucking.
Wait, what? What happened? What is it?
There's another
fight you.
Yeah.
They fight
it's
humans?
Like it's like an open world Pokemon game, and they'll like flat out chase you.
That's
you
intriguing.
Or you could like
more realistic.
Yeah, you could
how this would be.
You want to know this
shit? It looks really interesting.
Imagine the Safari, but it's an entire game. That's what that is. The concept looks cool. Oh, I guess I'll go just to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're next, anyways.
Okay. So what I'm drinking, I got extremely lazy, so I literally just grabbed like a big ass thing of apple juice.
God damn.
And I just like took my Saveca and I was just like, all right, cool, but just take a shot every time.
Is that a flavored one?
Yeah, it's raspberry.
Raspberry.
Wait, do you have like a cup to put them in at least?
You got a shot glass.
Get a cup
You
and
might
put
as well
50-50
just like
in,
you might as well just take a swig of one bottle and then swig of another.
No, I'm literally drinking out of this because this is mine, and I'm just gonna take a shot of whatever just as the chaser.
That's funny.
Yeah, make it extremely lazy.
So make it fun for yourself. Down a third of that and then fill that third up with vodka.
A third of the apple juice.
Juice.
Yeah.
Nah, man, I gotta make this black.
It'll be a good surprise for them. Look,
I'm
if you
drink-
have to babysit and then you're like, you know what? I want them to take a nap. Here, have some apple juice. What happens? Boom, like a light, just out.
That sounds like a crime that I'm not trying to be part of.
Exactly.
Here at TDG, we
Call
do
the police
not
on
condone
somebody's
minors
house.
drinking. And
No
also, that
minors
was just a
drinking.
joke.
You know,
Yeah,
that's
that was just a
something I've
joke.
still been meaning to do. Y'all got to remind me this too, but I got to put a disclaimer because there'll be some kids that I'm sure eventually run into this show and just be stupid and think that it's
On
okay for
Twitch.
them to be listening to it. We're on Twitch, yes, exactly. So just like, yeah, I got to be more cautious and more responsible with that.
I had to look up for a second. I was like,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Turn this off. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, and then
yeah.
what were you
We
playing,
don't
Kev?
condone minors drinking.
And I
also
was
don't
playing.
endanger children.
Right now, I was playing Tekken with Dan. I'm gonna take a shot for mentioning the game.
No, I
I've
asked
been
you a
playing
question.
One Piece.
Just any
No,
fucking excuse to have a shot.
I know, right?
No, but I like today was the only day that I literally just played Tekken like the entire day.
Fine.
Yeah. I've been playing One Piece Pirate Warriors 3 because I'm literally one trophy away from platinuming it, and I've been playing Resident Evil 5 again like a junkie.
Yep.
So that's what I've been playing this week, and Dokkan because I finally got the pull I wanted, and then never play that game for another 3 days.
Dude, I can't get over how this smells so much better than it tastes. And it smells so differently. It's fruity. It's like prunes, raisins, like it's just really fruity and sweet, but it doesn't taste like that at all. It's weird.
So it's like an old man drink, if anything.
Probably, yeah. I'd say that. All right, so we'll get through a couple of things really quick, and then I got you guys a question. So Take-Two Interactive has canceled a game developed by Hangar 13. This unannounced game they already spent about $53 million on this game, developing this game. So no one at Hangar 13 has lost their jobs as they are transferred to other projects that are already in development. They say that they felt the game had gone through enough because of technology changes, reboots, technical issues, and because of COVID, of course. So they did not think it was worthwhile to spend more money on development of the game. So I thought this was an interesting topic I wanted to talk about since we discussed before about how expensive video game development is. And so it's kind of crazy how publishers can kind of spend as much as a movie budget and then kind of just say, nope, it's no good. Let's just move on and kind of just, take our losses. So we kind of take for granted the hard work and time put into these games only to sometimes never see them. So what do you guys think about that idea of just kind of just fuck it, let's just move on after spending $53 million? And a little extra bonus question is, are there any games that you would have liked to see come back that got canceled?
Yeah.
Kevin or Danny?
Whoa, okay. Let Dan go first. I gotta think of one. I have to actually look up the game that I was gonna think of.
The Legacy of Kain.
The second son? No, not second son. Son.
That's infamous.
Yeah, yes. It was Sun something.
Like
It was with the word son. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. That one, it was the same thing. Well, they didn't have. It wasn't budgetary reasons. It was because everybody. It was like Square Enix bought the company that owned it, and then Eidos or whatever it was, and then it just became a fucking logistic nightmare on who owned it and then who wanted to give out the rights and publishing rights. And that's why I got canceled. But that's one that I think, as towards the games being canceled after spending so much money, I feel like that's part of the business. I feel like I know in movies and shows, they have a budget for pilots,
Mm-hmm.
and there are actors out there, like known actors, that can tell you that they have hundreds of pilots out there in the world that nobody ever see the daylight, and they just didn't get picked up because it wasn't good enough. But you still have to spend money. You still have to pay him, And again, some of these good actors and directors too, like
Yeah.
huge big name J.J. Abrams type. Literally J.J. Abrams. Like you don't understand the amount of stuff he actually does pitch, and that doesn't get through. Like everybody think he does so much work, but you know. So I think it's the same thing with games.
Oh yeah, definitely it is. I think honestly a better
it's also
comparison is
saying,
movies though, because movies will spend 53 million and then
well,
sometimes be
movies and
canceled.
TVs now.
TV shows they spend stuff in the millions, but not in like the tens of millions.
But I think TV shows have become more expensive now.
Yeah.
So that's my take on it. And I think game and publishers they're if they're smart, they'll kind of like treat it almost the same thing.
I just want to ask this question. Oh, you said the Legacy of Kain was your game. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just trying to remember the game.
Yeah. There was a Legacy of Kain game that they had released some test footage on. You guys can look it up on like YouTube or something. Dead Sun, yes. So it was like it took place after the Legacy of Kain series, and it had a completely brand new character that you play as. And I wasn't feeling the fact that you had to play a brand new character.
Asher.
Yeah. So,
but it was the son of Raziel.
Some shit like that. No, he was one of the what was it, the Seraphim that he had turned into, that Raziel. I think it was something in connection to that. But I wasn't feeling the fact that we had to deal with another new character. I still wanted to kind of like have a finalized story with Kain and Raziel before moving on to another character. But I still wanted another Legacy Kain regardless, and they kind of canceled it.
I mean, they kind of did end it though.
They left it at a cliffhanger. They left it at a cliffhanger, but they left it at a point where like they didn't need to be any more closure. Yes, I'll admit that, but they could have still done more with that story.
They left it at a point where Raziel could have took over, and would have taken over, over Kain's dominion. But they ended Kain though, and again, they left it open, like you didn't know which way he was gonna tag him, like the first one.
Yeah, I love that story.
And
they need to remake
can work
that.
on that and do the same shit with this guy and how Raziel went not to power. I don't know.
You think that's what they were going for?
Who knows? I mean, obviously you'd have to bring back, somehow.
Just like a vicious circle of like live long enough and you become the villain.
Bring back the character somehow, and it can't be like he's the guy who trained me.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense.
My master.
My master is now the villain. Randy and Kevin, what do you guys think about the whole like spending so much damn money and then kind of just saying, "All right, bye"?
It's kind of shitty, but I think it would suck more if they actually did lose their jobs. The fact that they're getting transferred to like shit that's currently in development, that's pretty neat. It sucks. Games get canceled. Everything has to go through a process. Curious as to what the game would have been, but they're not like releasing any statements on it. So, I mean,
I wonder if they do that though. Also, I mean, I'm sure there's contracts and all those legalities about why they would mention it, but I wonder if it's also because they may still go back to it at some point. They could still go back to it, or somebody could buy the rights and pick it up and kind of still continue.
Yeah, I mean, then it would be kind of nice to have like some information about it, because like if there's one issue or whatever the case may be, like if someone does pick it up and like if they find enough interest in it, they could pick it up and then kind of just work with it and bring it back, wherever the case. But keeping it like in the fucking vault, it doesn't really help much.
That is true.
One game that was kind of interesting to me was Scalebound that got canceled.
Scalebound, yeah. That did look interesting. I thought it was generic as hell when they first showed it off, and then when they started to show more mechanics and stuff about how like you controlled like the dragon and the guy at the same time and the commands and stuff, it looked interesting. I thought it was like a bad Devil May Cry ripoff at first.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say he reminded me a lot of Dante from DMC, the
Mm-hmm.
Ninja Theory Devil May Cry game.
Yeah, yeah,
God.
yeah.
Yeah,
Kevin, what
but
about
like
you?
the dragon design looks really nice.
Yeah, and the thing is, like with the dragon designs, there were so many different types of dragon designs you could mess around with. So it's like, kind of like playing Elder Scrolls. Like there's so much variety in Elder Scrolls character customization. Like you kind of do the same thing with the dragons, and then when you play online, all the dragons you see them all differently, and you had your own identity and stuff like that. It was kind of cool.
Wait, before we go to Kev, you know who he really fucking reminds me of?
Mhm.
Devil May Cry 5's Nero.
I haven't played five
With
yet, but I know
with the
Nero.
jank
Yeah.
ass arm, but like the short hair.
Uh huh.
Because he looked like Baby Dante in fucking in 4, and in 5 he looks like the fucking protagonist from Scalebound. Anywho, go ahead, Kev.
I was gonna say Scalebond, and so I had to immediately find another game.
It's alright if it's the
Really?
same game.
Nah, because there
A
was
lot of
also
people, a lot of
another game.
people were disappointed when it got canceled.
Nah, I was also disappointed and I was heartbroken. I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna go back to playing fucking whatever I'm playing at the moment, which was it was One Piece when I heard about that on the Vita.
Mhm.
But the game I'll say is Final Fight Seven Sons, which
What the hell is
sounds
that?
like a good Final Fight
Sounds
game.
insane.
Is this just a beat 'em up game?
I think it's a fighting game. They don't have a lot of information on it. To be honest with you.
Holy shit, PlayStation 2.
Yeah,
Damn.
that would have been
3D
cool.
beat 'em up.
Yeah, it would have been cool. But it got canceled. It got the chopping block.
I'm kind of curious of how Ghost would have turned out. StarCraft Ghost. That was a big deal back
Oh,
then. Like I'm sure now, if they were to release it in the sense that like if they still kept everything the way it was, it would have been the most generic stealth action game there possibly could be. But like back then, it was like it was unheard of to have that type of game, and the type of mechanics and the graphics and stuff like that with for a StarCraft game too. So I would have liked the way it turned. I would have liked to see the way it turned out at least.
Yeah. Oh shit, that was me. Sorry.
Yeah, so I don't know. It was a quick topic. I find it funny that publishers can spend so much money on something and just be like, nope, never mind, and then we kind of move on to something else. I wonder how they try to recoup that loss. Like, do they kind of push more? Like aside from cutbacks, which luckily like Hangar 13 didn't have to really deal with that when it comes to staff, but like what kind of budgeting did they have to deal with the fact that they spent that much money? Did he speed up the process? Did he start doing fucking what do you calling the grinding at the end of a development process? What's it called again?
crunch time.
Crunch time. Yeah, thank you. Crunch time. So the crunch time
I can bet
or
that I can bet that they have a certain cutoff on all those games where they like have
yeah.
people keeping track of it, and it's like, is this really gonna make us money? No, let's just cut it before we can spend more.
Yeah. No, I get that. I get that. I'm wondering how if they kind of like since they scrapped the idea, how do they think they try to like make up the money back again? Like when they move the staff or other things, like for example, like all right, now we have to put microtransactions in our next games because we have to make up that $53 million that we just lost right now. Like how much does that influence?
I gotcha.
How it affects us as gamers? Like how does it influence all of that stuff? It's I wonder
Can I
those inner
can I
workings.
can I change my selection?
Okay.
I know I'm like late.
There's another one. Go ahead.
No, they're okay. So I could do another one, and it is a fighting game, and it's mainly because I love the franchise. Prior
Bloody
and
Roar.
it is no. Shut
Oh,
up.
okay.
It's Capcom Fighting All Stars, and it was the sequel to Capcom versus SNK 2 Mark of the Millennia, and that game was so fucking cool. And I was like, it's supposed to be the sequel to that game, and that game already had Rock Howard. So I was like, how can you do this better? And they canceled it in like 2001, and I was like, no. Why is there not a sequel? But you keep throwing the goddamn game out, Capcom. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Never got a
yeah.
sequel to that game.
I have a
Did you
question
like,
about that since you and Danny got the whole like you're more understanding about how the whole fighting game mechanics are and everything. But so being that this game came out in 2001, obviously the gameplay must be old, the fighting style must be a bit old, the graphics might be a little outdated. If they were to release it now as is, how badly would it have been really affected? Because me personally, like me not being a fighting game player at all, like I see it as all fighting games are almost the same. So if they were to release it now, I don't think it'll be that much of a difference.
Okay, so to answer that question, every time they re-release a game, a fighting game, like Capcom versus Marvel 2 is it's in jail, right? It's been in jail since I think like 2007. As like the last time they released it was on like PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. And every time they release it, they update the net code, like it just a bit. I'm not gonna say it's like crazy in Marvel, but that's usually how they re-release a fighting game. They have to add something new, like a better net code or like robot net code, which means it's less delay when you play against somebody that's like 3,000 miles away, and it doesn't feel like they're 3,000 miles away and you're playing them in a Walmart.
Like Destiny has a great netcode usually.
Yeah. So that's mainly what when they re-release the game. And like Marvel 2, even though it's like fucking it's ancient at this point, they're still finding things out, like mechanics that we didn't even know at the time. So like even it all depends on how big the community is on playing the game. Like that game it's beloved, but I don't think it's as beloved as Marvel 2, because Marvel 2 is like it's like the godfather of like not the godfather of fighting game, but it's the godfather of like the FGC and how immersed they got into it. But if they re-release any old fighting game, it all depends on the community that surrounds it and who really wants to play the game.
So
that's what it always falls on.
So would it have been released broken though? Obviously, they're always going to iterate the game and make it better. But like, if they had released it, if it was canceled in 2001 and they just released it now as is, it would be a broken game. I'm assuming, right?
It would look better. I would say graphically wise, it would look better. It won't be broken. It would just be like, because saying a game is broken it's hard, because no game comes out, like no fighting game is perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect game. It doesn't come out the box and plays the way you want it to. It's always gonna have a little bit of gimmicks,
like Cyberpunk.
Shut the fuck up. Like,
gotta throw that in there.
We gotta get a gun every time we say Cyberpunk and just shoot Cyberpunk every time. But yeah, there's no such thing as a perfect game, and like a fighting game especially, like it would be like updates and patches and stuff like that, which is like a blessing that we have now, because like in 2002 you get a game, that's it, you played it as is. Bison kills you in 2 hits. Oh well, he kills you in 2 hits. He's still fixing it. Yeah. But I think they were just like update it to like now, like you either die in 2 hits or you die in 2 touches, or you die in 39 hits or whatever. But it all depends on the developer and how much love they make to the game, which is always the problem. Well, not always the problem, but it's always what it comes down to. Them,
because every single like thing has its own way of how they do their fighting games. Like what is it? Fucking Street Fighter is like a 6-button, and King of Fighters is like a 4-button. And
Tekken as well. Tekken is a 4-button fighter.
Yeah, because it's the left and right hands and left and right feet. For SNK, like even though it's 4 buttons, there's like 8 different like standard moves, like neutrals. So there's like from a distance and up close, and for each like punch and kick and whatnot. So seeing how like every single one has their own like little nuances, it's really hard to say what a good fighting game is, because some people like anime fighters more than they enjoy, your normal like fucking like what is it? Okay, so Another Realm does it totally different from fucking SNK and Capcom, same way that SNK and Capcom are 2 different fucking things.
Yeah.
What else?
It's like comparing it's like the play style of fighters. You see how crazy and wild fighters is?
Yeah.
It's like comparing that to Street Fighter. Street Fighter is
Yeah.
very grounded. Like it's mainly footsies, neutrals. You can get combos, but it's not as excessive as Dragon Ball to get a conversion or something like that.
Yeah,
Like
and
to get a
then
combo.
even that Arxis, they did fighters, and they also did the Guilty Gear and
And
the
Blaze Blue.
Blaze Blue.
Yeah.
But all those 3 games play totally fucking different, even though they're from the same developer. Like you play Guilty Gear, that shit feels like heavy and more impactful, whereas Blaze Blue is like super fast, like really fucking anime fights.
and
Wow.
you
and then
die
fighters,
in 30 seconds.
yeah. Those shits don't go on like very long unless you're like actually on your fucking toes and guarding everything.
hmm
And then you got fighters, which is literally just DBZ. So,
Yeah, you literally get what the show is about.
Mhm.
That's
So
what that.
so an old game released now could still work pretty much is what you're
Oh,
saying. Like
hell yeah.
it just depends on the
Listen,
community's willing to accept
Because
it.
yeah,
it
because even then they re-released Mark of the Wolves,
and oh
the
my fucking
side
god,
story.
Oruma.
Yeah, fucking that game is really good, and it's from like what 98, I think.
hmm
And they re-released it onto PlayStation 4, like in like a solid, like a disc and whatever, like even online play. Um, Considering how it's a pretty old game, it still plays really fucking well. And I could
Yeah.
even tell you that I prefer that over playing, like Street Fighter 4 even, because Street Fighter 4 was broken and there were no updates.
Nah.
Yeah.
You got the updated. What was it?
Oh, the Ultra?
Super Ultra.
Yeah,
That I
but I
thought that
mean
was
like
such a
base
money
Street Fighter
grab. That's
4?
some bullshit.
You just get more characters. That's it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, more
um,
characters and like a slight damage nerf to make it like okay.
Yeah.
I would.
Because wasn't Sagat like really fucked up back then?
He was fucked up in Vanilla.
Yeah.
Vanilla 4. I mean, Vanilla 4. He was busted as fuck. And then it became Evil Ryu and Oni. And to like just I would say top this statement off. Yeah, and you can take it in whatever way you want. It all depends on how fast the game gets figured out.
Mm.
Hmm.
So the moment the game gets figured out, it loses its nostalgia because you lose like if everybody's doing the same combo and it's the only way you can do that combo, the game becomes it dies very fast. Um that's why I was saying Marvel 2, it's like there's still things and there's still characters that we're finding out today that can do shit like the fucking most known combo, the Iron Man Infinite. And everybody knows it if you played Marvel or if you've
Mm-hmm.
heard of Marvel, if you heard of the Iron Man Infinite. And
Mm-hmm.
it's just I'm gonna show you how to do a fucking infinite, and then proceeds to do the infinite, and then it's pretty much that. So it's like if the game doesn't get figured out, and I would say the first year, then it's doing good because Dragon Ball they added new mechanics, so it's
If it
not as
doesn't
figured
get
out.
figured out,
Huh?
you said if it
Yeah, if it
doesn't
doesn't
get
get
figured
figured
out.
out in the first
Wow.
year, yeah, if it
Mm.
doesn't get figured out, like it doesn't. There is no like, there has to be some meat, and there has to be something that we don't know that the game hasn't showed us or told us yet.
So if a game got figured out within a year, you're saying that like there's nothing else that the
It
game can offer.
yeah, it would die
Mm.
insanely fast. Like, and then the only way it would like be relevant again is DLC. Like I could say a
Like
perfect
new
example, Power
character.
Rangers. Power Rangers. When's the
Oh
last time
yeah,
you heard somebody talk about Power Rangers?
They
I
actually,
did.
still see
They had no
trailers for
expansion actually.
characters. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's the only time I feel like a game would be
Ah.
like it's not that the game is dead. It's just it got figured out pretty
Yeah.
fast. And the game is extremely unbalanced. And I like that's a game that I was like, I don't even care. Coco, calm down. It's a game that it's crazy because it feels like a grounded version of Dragon Ball, just as insane because you
Alexa,
die in
temperature to 71. Sorry.
and yeah, and you die in like one hit. Like one touch and they can kill you.
the
So
Red
it's like
Ranger's actually
yeah,
really fucking busted.
yeah, Jason is busted and I learned how to do that and then I was like, I'm never doing this shit again. Um but that game it's very easy to get into but hard to understand.
But
More
it's also
difficult to
matcher friendly, to be quite
it,
honest.
it is.
Hmm.
It's like fucking I would say like it's like a more I would say less stupid, more stupid Dragon Ball, but it's very easy to get into that game, and I actually enjoy that game. The reason I wanted to play is because they announced the Black Ranger in the ninja suit, and yeah, that was it. After that,
Frog
The
power.
yeah,
oh
exactly.
that yeah I
Got
remember
my
I remember the
Bluetooth.
Um,
ninja whatever yeah.
Yeah,
what else?
Ninjutsu, Power
Fucking
Rangers,
yeah.
whatever from the movie.
The
I
movie
remember yeah.
and
another good example of a fighting game that kind of died off quickly was is actually Strive, Guilty Gear.
Uh-huh.
oh
Yeah.
nah, it's
No, but that thing was like really hyped, and now
Mm,
it's
they
not
went,
really
yeah,
like focused
I
on
agree.
anymore.
Mm.
yeah yeah. Hold
Like
on, let me check.
unless, because here's the thing, like unless you're in the FGC, then obviously you're gonna hear about the game. Obviously, we're gonna keep on talking about it and like, oh, this is whatever the fuck. But
Yeah.
when Fighters came out, I recommended, even though I wasn't playing it, I would still see videos on it. For any other fucking games, I would still see videos. Now for Strive, you don't
Mhm,
see anything unless it's a meme that has to be with like a new character being released.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Otherwise, it's just, well, that's it.
Yeah. I can say okay, so right now I don't have Strive, but Dragon Ball is sitting at 1K. I think Strive will be sitting at something between 20. Because when I first saw it on Twitch, it was like 20K views on Twitch, and I was like, that is crazy. And then now
It
it's
was
like,
new.
yeah, it was new. That's what
And
I'm
then
saying.
also,
Like,
when was the last time there was a fucking Guilty Gear game? XR Rev 2 was what?
plus this bullshit is crazy.
um,
All right, so
if
any
you want
fight,
to talk about weird fucking fighting games, Tatsunoka versus Capcom.
Oh my god, give me
what
that
is that?
fucking give me a remaster.
It's a Wii fighting game, which is pretty much just like
2K. It's at 2K now.
oh yeah, see it cut down by
10,
way too
10,
fucking much.
18K from
Yeah.
when I literally saw it first 2 months and it was sitting at 20K views.
No more. Is dead.
Yeah.
But no, Tatsunoko versus Capcom. It's actually it's a pretty
Holy.
interesting fucking fighting game
Fucking
because you could
bananas.
either play it like standard resolution, like widescreen, or you could play it like a CRT.
Mhm.
And based on how you play it, the mechanics kind of change a bit. Like Ryu, his donkey kick could do a wall bounce if you're playing on a square resolution like a CRT. So it would be like combo. You do the kick, they fly, they hit the wall, and then they bounce, and then you could like continue a combo and like kind of use that. But
Mhm.
if you play on widescreen, when you do the donkey kick, they fly to the end of the screen, but because it's like longer, they don't like wall bounce or anything.
And
Okay.
can I tell you? All right, this is my final thought, and it's about Tatsunoko. If you ever look up that game, there's a character called Gold Lighton, and this game it has the most craziest roster because there's like characters that are like fucking Megazord height, and you're Ryu fighting this Megazord height enemy, and I'm like, why would you do this in a fighting game? And then I'm like, I saw
This
like
is
people
like the
do
X-Men
combos and stuff.
fighting Galactus or something.
Yeah, yeah, it's like that insane, and I was like, I love this game.
You're fighting Sentinel.
Like and Gold Lightson has a special that's called Golden Finger Crush, and he just says Golden Finger Crush in like the most like Japanese accent, and I was like, oh my god, this game is so good. And then I died in 3 hits, but that's the game. That's the game. It comes with it.
Okay.
Literally comes with that.
Oh, if you want to get weirder, Tekken versus Capcom
Ew.
with Fat Mega Man.
I remember
and,
that. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I played that
and
one.
his
then
little blaster.
and Pac-Man and Mokujin.
Yeah. Yeah, Pac-Man was kind of funny. All right, so we'll move on.
The servant
Hell
shit.
yeah.
Okay. So really quick one. McCree from Overwatch is now known as Cole Cassidy. So Blizzard had announced that they were changing the name due to the controversy and lawsuits they're dealing with. The reason for the name change is because McCree is named after an employee from Blizzard, and with the current reputation, it's not exactly appropriate to be celebrating his position due to ongoing harassment allegations. I don't know how much we really need to talk about this. I just thought it was a nice tidbit that people should know about, the fact that they changed the name, and I'm glad that they did. So I don't know if you guys had any thoughts on it.
Did Blizzard fix their shit yet?
They
I
haven't
know
fixed.
that's the problem. It's like
They haven't fixed anything,
unless
and they're still in
Blizzard,
court.
yeah, unless Blizzard likes to fix their shit, I mean, they could do all this. This is all publicity stuff. So
Yeah.
No one.
save face, you know.
No one. I'm not saying it in a like to discredit what they did, but I'm like nobody gives a fuck if you change McCree's name to
I mean,
and
it is something I think you need to do.
Yeah.
you
But
do, but what like from what
It's
like
necessary, but it's not enough.
But it doesn't really move
yeah,
the needle for
it's
what
just,
needs to be done.
yeah,
it doesn't really go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like
it's like taking blackface out of a video game. Like,
yeah,
I bet you shouldn't have had that in the first place. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good
Holy
point.
shit.
That's true, and I
Yeah.
agree. They still need a lot of work done. I think I don't quote me on this at all, but I think I heard that like even there was another Blizzard leadership position that was abandoned, and this was like one of the new people that took over, but I guess because they still couldn't handle the job because of how difficult and toxic the environment is still in that place. But I don't know. I gotta read up on that still. I think that's what I read in like one brief article, but I may have misread it or misunderstood, but who knows. I wouldn't be surprised either way. All right, but yeah, I agree with all that. The other piece of news is South Korea developers Round 8 Studio has released an alpha gameplay trailer for their game Lies of P. It looks like a steampunk Bloodborne-esque game with lots of puppet monsters, since it's a dark story based on Pinocchio, which you play as the main character, Pinocchio. So gameplay trailer looked fucking awesome. If you've seen Bloodborne, you've pretty much seen this trailer, and that's not to bash it in any way. I think that's a great comparison. It looked really good, and the spells looked really good. The action looked really good, really fast paced. Graphics are great. Monster design was great. This is, I don't know what it is, but like I always say, every single time I play like a Dark Souls game or Bloodborne for that matter, I'm just like, I'm so sick of these fucking Dark Souls games. I'm tired of getting frustrated all the time, getting pissed off, and then I end up beating the game anyways. And I'm just like, I'm never gonna play a Dark Souls game ever again. And then Lies of P comes out, and then Elden Ring comes out, and like I was like, I'm gonna play these games now. So, am I like the only one that feels that way?
You're like,
I think with Elden Ring, I still think that Elden Ring's gonna be a little easier than your average Dark Souls game. I think it's gonna be more action, concentrated on the action and the the environment and the whole world. I think Life of P is probably gonna be a classic Demon Souls or Bloodborne. Like Bloodborne was just as hard, you know.
Randy,
looks
you sent us, you were excited about it because you sent us the link before I even added this on the outline and everything. So what'd you think?
Nuts. I'm gonna send that to the group chat later. That was maybe not actually. It was disturbing. I was I was really interested in it because the first thing I thought of was, oh shit, he looks like Robert Smith. But reading this, what intrigued me more was the whole like, so one, Bloodborne. Bloodborne was really good. The only thing that was like as fast as it, I'd say, not even Sekiro was fast, but it wasn't like Bloodborne fast.
Yeah,
Bloodborne's
Bloodborne was
fucking
much more visceral.
You got to be really twitchy to fucking play that game. But the whole lying mechanic, it's like you're a puppet, and the more you lie, the more human you become. Which it's kind of going.
opposite.
Yeah, it's kind of going against like what the original thing was. It's like, he wants to be a real boy, whatever. So lying gets you the whole like human aspect of it, but it also reminds me of the whole Sifu thing, that like with every death you age, and it gets its advantages and disadvantages. So it's the same thing. The more human you become, the more you can do, but also the less you can do because you're losing some of the puppet traits. So then it's like, how much do I want to lie? Like,
so I didn't know that part.
what's
So
the right
that's a
amount?
part of it. So like as you're changing, you lose
So
some of
basically,
those
you
puppet
go
traits.
Yeah.
you have a light and dark side, and you get light powers. The more light, or as you say, and you get lie powers based off the lies, or dark powers, whatever.
All right, I don't know about lie powers or the case, but it's just humanity is being granted to him. So maybe he's fighting for the puppets, because the puppets seem to be like the ones in the wrong right now.
But you get your option, right? Are you gonna be able to get an option to lie?
Yeah.
So I'm
Obviously,
saying,
and
so
that's
you'll
like,
have lie powers. Basically, the more you lie,
uh,
the more you become like a puppet. So you have puppet power. So you have a lie side and a true side.
but you said the more you lie, the more you become like a puppet.
The more you lie, you
The
become
less of a puppet you become.
the
So the
less
more
of a
human you
puppet.
become. Yeah.
Okay, so then you get human power. So the more you don't lie, then you stay a puppet, or you become more of a
Yeah,
puppet.
but there's like each side has its pros and its
So I'm
cons.
saying, yeah.
So like the morality thing, it's not like the whole infamous thing where it's like, oh, if you're all the way good, you get a special thing, or if you're all the way bad, you get this one special thing, and like that's like the end all be all. It's Sifu, or that other thing that you were playing, the Remnants of the Ashes
Remnants, yeah.
prequel
Or
sequel
Before the
thing.
Ashes, yeah. Yeah, that was really interesting. Yeah. I kind of feel like Sifu ripped off on that. Not I'm not gonna say it's a bad game, but Before the Ashes is pretty cool mechanic with that.
And it's like it's something that's really unique, and I feel like we need that now.
Yeah,
So
we
I'm
need
looking
more.
forward to
We need these games to take more chances and stuff. Kevin, Danny, the game.
I think they
I'm
look
gonna go
great.
ahead
I
and
thought it
load
looked
it up.
really fun. I already kind of said my piece on it. No, that it looked. I think it's gonna be a little harder then it's gonna be as hard as your average Dark Souls game, but it's not gonna be like I don't know. I feel like there's more because there's more story driven base. It seems it might make it a little easier. You know what I mean? Because they're not concentrating on just you're never gonna be able to get out of this fucking hall or castle or whatever the fuck it was. So that's I do think they're gonna be a little more easy that way, but we'll see.
Kevin.
Okay, I guess I'm not gonna front the whole time. I was the only one when I was watching the whole trailer. I just kept saying, "I want to be a real boy." Be a real boy. While he was doing whatever. Like I love the mechanic. I love the weapons that he had. He had a Zuihanda, and I was like, that's fucking cool. He's just like beating the shit out of these puppets. And I was like, man, this is fucking cool. But then that thought of just him being a real boy was literally just playing the entire trailer. Like it was like every cool thing that was happening. It was just I want to be a real boy. And then
You're probably thinking that song. I got no strings to hold me down.
Exactly.
I was thinking because of the Avengers.
Oh yeah, Age of Ultron. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this game looks cool. I'm gonna enjoy it. And then I was like, maybe. I'm like Souls games, like Souls like games. It's more of a hit or miss for me. Like Sekiro was good for me, but it was like I played Dark Souls 3 and I enjoyed that more than Sekiro because Sekiro was just like it frustrated me to a point that I didn't want to play the game anymore.
You have to have a good mage for me.
Yeah.
You
gotta play magic. You gotta do magic because magic. But the thing with all Souls like is that magic sometimes feels like it's overpowered. It all depends.
Towards the end, yeah.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it's not usually the hardest thing because you're so
paper. You're paper in the beginning.
You're paper and you have no mana. So it shows there's only so many spells you can cast in the beginning, and then you're walking around with a fucking sword trying to slash people.
That sounds like every RPG.
Week. Yeah. I mean, very D&D like it's very very D&D like the wizards and the summoners, spellcasters, what they call it, are super weak. They get 1d4 type of thing for health. Like they get the least amount of health, and you go and you cast a certain amount of spells that are usually pretty fucking useless. But the more you play, and the higher you get, the super overpowered you become because you spent the grind.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't break the game. I don't think. I really don't think.
My only question would be, what would be level cap? Because I found out in Neo that level cap is 1750. So what would be level? Yeah. That's it's level cap is 1750 in Neo 2. I think Dark Souls is 150, but I'm definitely wrong with that one. It probably is like it's probably around the same. But I would wonder what level cap is and how like the replayability of the game would it be? Like would it be like Dark Souls that you have like plus new game plus fucking 10 and then every enemy is like a boss or something like that? Like what would be the comeback factor for replaying the game?
I feel like they would have that type of gameplay or extra mode and stuff in Lies of P, not so much in Elden Ring.
That's what I was saying. I was saying more so for Lies of P.
Yeah. Because Elden Ring is more of an open world thing, so they probably want you to just keep on playing around in their open worlds and not have to worry about a new game plus. But Lies of P, I could see them doing that.
Lies of P, you could tell obviously between the two different fractions that you're basically gonna end up choosing against. That's what I feel like it's really ultimately gonna be. It's gonna be like two different factions. Are gonna be towards the puppet of humanity. And then the storyline grows with that. And it'll be interesting to see how you can grow the story. I think Elden Ring could, if depending on like the open world, like this part of the level is only open once you get super fucking max level. Then you can come into this level. Basically, once you beat the game, then you can come to this part of the world. So
yeah, you're not strong enough, big fella. You got to go back.
Yep.
The game just checks you, and the moment you go over there, you die in one hit. Like it insta kills you. The world.
Yeah. Like I feel like they're gonna have some places kind of like that. Like once you go in, and you're gonna be overwhelmed with enemies. that you can't. You could if probably like there'll be speed runs and shit that you probably run through it, but
Hmm.
and there's gonna be areas that you need the horse that can jump or
Well,
something.
the one thing that and I feel like the only thing that scares me about Elden Ring is from Soft, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
Is
It
Elden
is.
Ring from
Yes,
Soft?
it
It
is.
is, right? Okay, cool. Cause so then my fears is gone. Because if Elden Ring wasn't from Soft and the game was short, I'm like, this is a cock tease.
No,
Get this,
I
get this
doubt it. I
game
mean,
away from
Demon
me.
Souls, Dark Soul games in general aren't that short because there's so much extra shit that you can explore. So, but
Yeah.
Elden Ring is meant to be more sandboxy, open world. So, like Breath of the Wildish. So I'm sure that shit's probably double the amount of game time.
I'm just hoping that it's crazy, like crazy long,
Oh
and then
yeah,
it's like,
Just want to be a summoner in that one. Just want to
yeah,
summon tons of
yeah,
fucking.
yeah,
Just want
right.
that spell.
yeah. I'm
And
I'm gonna
and that's just
abuse
like
natural.
Pokemon because like you can like capture like enemy souls and stuff like that, and that's what you're summoning, like all these different
Yeah.
creatures and monsters that you
Mm-hmm.
fought and captured.
That's gonna be interesting.
I just wanna announce something. Yo, Ragnarok. I'm gonna ask you a question. Well,
What?
I'm scratching the shit out of Coco's back, and that's what she's doing. That's what
She's loving it.
she's she's loving it. And the moment I stop is when I get abused. So I have no choice but to keep scratching her and get the shit beat out of me.
What if you give her some spiked apple juice?
She gonna sniff it, man.
Oh yeah,
Oh
let's
my
get
god.
PETA after us now. Sure.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Right on it. Right. We don't commit animal abuse. We don't don't condone it, and we do not support it. All right, Coco,
Any final
While we're at it,
thoughts?
domestic abuse either. Drink responsibly.
Drink
drink
responsibly.
responsibly.
Hell yeah.
Viewers'
Uh,
discretion is advised.
so
At it.
that's pretty much everything for like news wise or newsworthy, I should say, in just my own opinion. What the Coco
Mhm.
doing? Yeah, I know, right? So
What the Coco doing?
yeah, I was reading the chat. Uh so that's pretty much it. So there was a question that I thought was this is something I wanted to ask before, and then we kind of got swamped with news, in a couple episodes back, like the Sony State of Play and stuff like that, and just a bunch of other tidbits of news and things. So, uh, when Metroid Dread came out,
Mhm.
people were kind of a little more outspoken. Not really complaining. I'm not gonna say they were complaining, but they're a little bit more outspoken about the fact that Samus still doesn't speak, and even though Samus spoke in Other M, they were kind of
We don't
happy.
talk about that.
Yeah. That's like scratched from like the history books, but
Yeah.
but still, she did speak once in that game, and or in that one game she spoke. I mean, and but she didn't speak now. She didn't speak in this one, and that kind of made me think. All right, she didn't speak in this. Link still does not speak. Mario kind of doesn't
He does.
speak. Yes and no. You know what I mean by that. Like he does the
Yeah.
wahoo and a couple of here we
Fucking got
go,
Link
and that's
screaming and
pretty
shit.
much it. But like a lot of Nintendo characters, and I can't think if even Sony or Microsoft have any silent protagonists. But like, do you guys still think that silent protagonists should still be around? Like, does that still work? Like, Samus not speaking and Link not speaking and Mario like half-ass speaks. Randy.
Oh, go ahead.
It depends on the franchise.
Yep.
If it's already something that's set in stone, you cannot kind of like piss in people's cornflakes and expect them to like be okay with it.
So you'd
Now,
say that they should stay permanently mute.
Mute.
yes, because the thing is it's like okay, now making a silent protagonist speak is like making a protagonist that doesn't shut the fuck up mute. Devil May Cry with Dante not saying anything would be weird as hell. Metroid with Samus talking, it wouldn't be too bad to be quite honest. But the thing is that when it was done, it was executed so terribly. She was a lapdog. She wasn't
Mm-hmm.
Samus. Samus doesn't need to speak because it's all about her actions.
Mm-hmm.
The way that her character is portrayed and everything, it's just all right, cool. She's strong. Her character is like, you know what, I'm focused on the mission. That's all I'm gonna fucking do. Whatever. Cool. Link doesn't really fucking need to talk. If he spoke,
Well,
I feel like
clearly
people
they
complain
don't
about
need
like
to
the
talk
repetitive
because they've
voice
made it
acting.
work for the past 30 years. But
No,
I'm
yeah,
I'm
and
just
that's the thing. That's
saying.
what I'm saying. Like depending on the franchise, if it's already something that's like established now that these characters don't speak, don't change it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna just piggyback off of that. Most of the Persona games, the protagonists do not talk.
Mhm.
Like to
That's
be honest,
another good point
they
too.
just
A lot of
yeah,
JRPGs, their main characters don't talk.
They do
yeah,
scream though.
yeah, they do. Like you know what it is. The main characters use telepathy, and they don't actually talk. They never talk.
Yeah.
So that's something that
Well,
it's just.
it's usually in RPGs, the main character doesn't talk because you are the main character.
Yeah, you're
But
But
you
supposed
ask
to
your
project.
question and you answer it. That's what you're answering.
So,
yeah, but even so,
go
like
ahead, Kevin. Go ahead.
uh-huh. So like, and even like Breath of the Wild, Link doesn't talk, but there's like people you
Options
talk
to
to that,
speak.
that give you options, and I'm like,
Yeah.
is that considered talking? Like that's it. All depends on what you want them to talk, and why would you want them to talk now? It's like fucking years since they said anything. You want Yoshi to have a full blown conversation rather than say Yoshi. You want Kirby to start talking. You
I
know what I
think
mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think the main question isn't exactly like should they take away those options because those options are pretty good. Like I don't
Yeah.
feel like it took away from Breath of the Wild to like
Yeah,
have
no,
two
that's
options like to say anything. It's
yeah.
just like giving them actual voices.
Yes. Yes.
It breaks the character. It
Yeah,
literally breaks the character because it's like Sonic not fucking talking at all.
That's why
or Gordon
I
Freeman
always
telling them like saying
appreciated
something.
did you guys ever see this old April Fool's trailer for Legend of Zelda? A movie trailer.
Yeah, the live
Yeah.
So
action one.
IGN had released this movie trailer for those who don't know. The IGN released this April Fool's movie trailer for Legend of Zelda that's supposed to be released, April 1st, 2010 or some shit like that. I don't remember the year, but I always appreciated the fact that the entire trailer Link does not talk. And that had brought in that question originally before, like, can you imagine them releasing a Legend of Zelda movie or a TV show and Link still doesn't talk? Like, what do you guys think about that? Like,
You
That'd be
okay?
pretty cool because I
That
don't
would
want
be
CDI Link to come back. To be quite honest,
uh-huh.
he could stay where he
yeah, he
is,
can
be
stay where he
not
is.
here.
Keep that motherfucker away from me. I would say it would be cool if they make it like I'm not saying they should, and please don't use this idea to make a. I'm gonna throw it out here.
Yeah.
It would be cool if Netflix makes it like a game that you decide, like it's like a Legend of Zelda.
Like the Black Mirror shit that they did.
Yeah.
What do you mean? If they
Like
should speak or not?
no. Like make a game of
Choose your own adventure.
Okay.
Yeah, with Legend of Zelda.
Okay.
But he does not talk. But knowing Netflix, he's gonna talk since it's not a topic that we're talking about. But why are they trying to make a live action One Piece? We're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah, we could talk about that some
But
other time.
Please discuss.
God,
no, but Link talking is it's something that
Actively.
it would be something that you can't implement it without having a lot of backlash, and that's going to be the thing. Even if in a business standpoint it looks good, like they've already set that this character just is mute. Like I would say like somebody made a story like Link was battling one time, he got his throat cut and he lost his vocal cord or some shit like that. Some outrageous ass story that why he doesn't talk, and
You're
it
gonna
would
give
make
him a Dororo story.
exactly, and that would be something that we would all agree with. If like, okay, it makes sense why he doesn't talk, or like he was just born mute, and then we would also accept that. You know what I mean? Like Samus not talking, it was like for me, I've never heard Samus talk, so I was already accustomed to it.
Oh,
Like,
play Other M. Do us that favor and play Other M.
Yeah.
Stream
I
it
will-
for us.
Yeah.
I will buy you a copy. Better yet.
I have a Wii, so I would definitely play
All
it.
right,
And
I'll
I,
get you the copy and
Link-
you suffer.
Link being mute would make sense story wise, but I think that would be a little bit hard for that to explain to Samus. So like Samus would probably just be the quiet lone bounty hunter.
She's
you know,
just
the
she's just a
lone wolf.
soldier, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
but my thing, doesn't she have a suit? Wouldn't the suit like, or whoever's, I would say her superior officers like talk for her? So she's just going there as a bounty hunter. You know what I mean? Like
Speaking of superior officers talking for her, you should play Other M because it's literally just like she's a gopher. Go for this.
Now
Go for
you
that. Oh,
you see
yes,
that,
master.
and that's what I feel would make difficult to make a Link or a Link or a Metroid movie or TV show is because of the fact that if you're not going to make them talk, if you want to be completely true to their characters and their franchise, and you don't make them talk, you would have to try really hard to have all the other characters, supporting characters, whatever it may be, kind of do all the narrating or exposition or a lot of this stuff, which kind of annoys some people. When it comes to movies and TV shows, it kind of annoys people when characters explain too much of something. So sometimes it doesn't work.
So and then there's this too, because with saying like, oh, if Netflix does this for Link or whatever the case, they give him a backstory. First off, you don't need to give anyone a fucking backstory at all, because they never gave us a backstory. There was no, oh, Link doesn't speak. Why? He just doesn't talk. We all accepted it.
Yeah.
Right? We don't need to find out how.
Yes, that's something for us, but you got to understand that they also have to cater to people who've never played a Zelda game.
You know what this reminds me of? This is like the conversation we were having about the Resident Evil movie and the live action, and some people not seeing the movie or knowing what Resident Evil is, but watching the movie, and like it trying to explain to us who certain characters are. We if somebody watches like the Legend of Zelda show that we're just talking about, if somebody watches it and they ask why the fuck this motherfucker not speaking, they're gonna be like,
why the fuck are you? Like,
yeah, you know what I mean? Like
watch the fucking movie.
So I would say, even though it doesn't need a backstory, but it does need to be like address why this person's not talking. At least not even once an episode, literally just once, and then they just watch it, and then that's it. Why this person doesn't talk, and then that's it, like a one and done kind of thing. But that's that. For me, like I'm not gonna say I agree with people that find that annoying when other characters talk, but I'm so used to fucking, and I know I'm a fucking nerd about this, but I'm so into anime that there's some animes that have like, I'm watching an anime that is basically Komi can't communicate, and it's a girl with social anxiety. Yeah, and it's a girl with social anxiety, and she doesn't fucking talk. She literally does not talk. She makes noises and writes in a notepad. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's like that, and we all just accept it because it's just like we understand. But like with Samus, it's like. It's like Samus and Link. I feel like they're two of the main protagonists that I don't care if they talk, because I'm so used to not talk. No, other than the ha ha, and then the Samus just boom 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 and dying and suit exploding. You know what I mean? Those are things. Exactly.
She talks with actions, like
exactly. You know? First boss in Dread, the first actual monster boss you fight. So you see why Samus doesn't talk. But that's my final statement.
So Danny, anything for you at all? Or you just focus on your video game right now?
I mean everybody's worried about Samus and Link, but like they were established at a time where you couldn't, like obviously Nintendo didn't have the fucking
funds for that.
Funds to fucking make people, not even funds, the technology to make people talk. You know, so people just got used to just that's how she is, or that's how he is. So I think that the conversation is kind of silly. The question I think is whether new characters should still have this. Whether new characters should have this stigma of the not talking. So characters already been established not talking because it's for the times and it is what it is. If you were to say the other M had a good storyline and she had good lines and people didn't care and people cared, then nobody would have said anything. The same thing for the newest game. If they gave her fucking lines and it went true with the storyline and the game was great, then people would be like, "Oh, this is really cool. She's badass now."
So you're more acceptable with these characters talking now.
Yeah,
as long as it works.
Yeah, and there's some games that they don't have to. Like again, you play the newest Metro game. I mean, it's not a story-driven game.
It's very story-driven. It's
her like not talking to anybody, and just like
it's mostly the computer talking and doing all the explaining and everything like that.
So then that to me is stupid, because it's like when Destiny does it, when they have the little guy talking for you. It's that's really stupid. You just have the person talk. It makes no sense. I
But
mean,
then also, it's kind of stupid when the protagonist is just like talking to themselves, if anything, like exposition to like their fucking what, their subconscious, like they got
Well,
Jiminy Cricket on their shoulder.
yeah, I mean,
but
but
at the
you're
same
thinking
at the same
you're
time,
thinking video game wise, but of course in a story setting and in a movie setting or show setting, they're gonna have people there to talk to.
No, yeah, but right now in the fucking silent game characters like that's what we're going on about, right? Okay, if it fits, it fits. Dead Space did it right. Dead Space, Isaac Clarke, he didn't say a fucking thing in the beginning, like in the first game. In
he
two, they
crazy.
gave him a voice, and it was really strange at first because like whoa, he's talking, but then like you're like, you know what? It actually works. They got a good voice actor for him. It fits well. Some of the lines are like they have really cheesy delivery, and it's normally during like the lighter parts of the game.
And then we got
But
3.
Until we
got
got
what?
3.
And then we got a 3.
All I know is that like they're remaking Dead Space again, so that's pretty cool. I
Mhm.
don't
Oh,
know
so you
about
say
this 3,
this
but
third? Oh man, I'm sorry.
anyways,
All right, so I want to ask the question. It's besides the story, is Other M a good game to play?
No,
no.
not at all.
Okay.
But anyways, no.
I was laughing
So
about it.
then we also have like Last of Us 2 where the characters are just by themselves and they're just fucking muttering exposition to themselves. Like, we know what the fuck you're doing. This is the objective. You don't have to
I
tell
got
me.
I
Oh,
got you right now. I
keep
got
the
you right
door
now.
open. Now I have to go find this and that. Who the fuck are you talking to? You're
Damn it.
talking too fucking much.
Damn it. I can't believe that this door is open at this crucial time where all these enemies are going to start getting in for no reason. And then I'm wondering why this enemy over here? Why is
Wow,
there a
you
zombie
hear
over here?
noise
And
from the
there's
back.
no guard?
that's
could be
There's
still
no
something.
guard.
that's still the perspective of a video game though. Like you got to understand like the structure of
no,
a
but that's
movie
what
or
the question
TV show is
is.
very different though.
But we're talking about silent game characters. That's what the
No,
Right,
but
I'm
question
talking
is.
about silent game characters. Oh, well, sorry, yes, because you're right. Because we're not just talking
Ah,
about movies and video
ah.
games. We are talking, sorry, movies and TV shows. We are talking about the video games themselves. But that's what I'm saying. Though,
Yeah.
still, the point I'm trying to make is that, and mind you, like I still, me being a purist with video games and stuff, I still kind of agree that we should still keep them silent because it still works, and I don't really care for them to talk. I wouldn't be very much bothered at the fact if they still attempted to make them talk, as long as it works in the video
Just as
game.
long as it did work. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much
'Cause
it.
again,
Like the
make
example
them
that Danny
talk,
was the example
but
that
keep it
Danny was
cool.
giving, like he was saying how like it's very true that they were very limited back then to what they could do with the voiceovers on all their characters. Kirby still doesn't really talk, but he still kind of makes noises and stuff. But Mario, you look at Mario for example, though. Mario had evolved from a silent protagonist to making at least a bunch of sounds and a bunch of little, stereotype Italian fucking here we go and it's a me. So it's like he evolved eventually, and now he's coming out with his own movie, and fucking Chris Pratt is voicing him. Like, so they could do the
He's coming out
same
with a
thing.
second movie.
They could do Garfield too. So they can do in the future a Link movie or a Metroid movie or video game, and just have that evolution of them finally like inching their way into having some actual dialogue and talking, as long as it's appropriate for the story.
Actually, what's funny is if we're going like with video game characters but outside of their own like normal media, I think Twilight Princess had a manga, if I'm not mistaken, where Link talks and he's fucking ruthless.
Really?
Like he's just a monster.
He's kind of dark, man.
Yeah. Like there's
Hold on,
one
have you?
panel where he's so beautifully drawn and you'd swear it's fucking Goblin Slayer and it's just I'll kill you. And I'm like,
Damn.
Link, oh,
You know,
I didn't hear.
you know what also was extremely dark, and I'm guessing you guys seen it, the Pokemon manga. That shit is gruesome.
No.
Oh yeah.
Really?
It's
Pokemon are
fucking
literally being cut in half
yeah.
and shit.
I mean,
and
the
insane.
Pokemon lore in general is kind of dark. Like Pokemon Wars and like Pokemon, humans used to be Pokemon, and they used to like coexist and mate and all this shit, and it's fucking weird.
Okay.
Hey yo,
No, no
This-
joke, no joke. Look it up.
he's
Look it up.
we out here fucking Gardevoirs and shit.
exactly. Let me get that Snivy.
Let me get that little pussy. Right?
And then even more so, like there are ghost Pokemon that used to be human. They were just turned into ghost Pokemon.
and then
So it's just like
and
it's
then
fucking
there's
crazy.
ghost
Pokemon.
Pokemon that actively seek out to just like take the souls
Children,
of others.
yeah, it's
like,
crazy.
not Litwick, Lampin?
No,
Drifloon, Drifloon.
Uh-huh.
Drifloon.
Oh my, that
Yeah.
Pokemon's
Yeah.
a menace.
It's supposed to like grab onto little kids and then just float away and just like
Yeah.
never seen again.
Yeah.
That one's funny.
Dark,
My-
dark. Nintendo could be dark sometimes.
back to the conversation.
Back to
How would you
reality.
guys how would you guys feel, right, if uh the fucking main character from Skyrim talks the entire game?
So here's the thing. All right, here's the thing with that. I do have an opinion about that because Danny did
He
mention
does
that.
talk though.
Actually, sorry, someone mentioned it. I'm not sure who, but they were saying how yeah, it was Danny. How a lot of characters they don't speak because the developers want you to be in their eyes, in their shoes. Such as, for example, Gordon Freeman from Half-Life. Valve, the developers, they said,
Oh,
they
and
always wanted him to be
Yep.
silent because they want you to be Gordon Freeman. They want you to be put in his shoes.
So
I understand that, but I hate when games use that as an excuse because they already have Gordon Freeman as an established character without you having any input towards like who he is as a person, his motivations, what he looks like, and things like that. When it comes to games like Skyrim, where you can personally customize your character exactly the way you want to, that's the type of character that you can really put your you can put your shoes into, that you can see through their eyes because you made this
like,
character from scratch.
So so just to follow up, right? So then that goes for every RPG, and I guess I'll have to ask Randy this: does Borderlands also have this issue?
in
Because I don't
terms
think
of silent protagonists, no, they don't shut the fuck
But
up. ever.
Borderlands,
The thing
Borderlands
is that
different because
everyone
those.
has they have their own personalities. They have who they are as characters. Krieg is the psycho that talks to himself, but he has an inner monologue that speaks for him or wants to say what he actually means. Then you have like in Borderlands 2.
Danny, what was he saying real quick? Because Danny
Exactly what he was saying.
I was saying, okay.
Their own personalities, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like it makes sense for that. Like if they were silent, that would be really fucking weird because then it's like all you're doing is playing someone with the same guns but just different traits. I don't want just a different skill tree with the same fucking weapons.
Mm-hmm.
I want personality behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Their ultimates, they have dialogue for it. They have like little loot pickup like lines or whatever the case. You get a critical, they say something. You get like encounter a certain enemy, they say something about it. Story bosses or whatever the case. Everyone has their own interactions. And it's like they have even more than one fucking line for what they could say in a repeat playthrough.
Well,
So
see, that's the thing, but
very
that's
individual on that.
that's why I don't agree with that whole like, oh, you were trying to put you in the shoes of the protagonist. That's why we made him silent. Like when it comes to like JRPGs and games like Half-Life and stuff, I'm like, these characters, they already have their own look. They already have their own personalities. All you're doing is choosing a dialogue, which usually ends up being, leading you towards the same path anyway. So it's just like, I always thought that was a cop out, but like,
it is a
games
cop-out
where you
to a degree.
customize, like even for example, like you can customize Commander Shepard in Mass Effect, but he's still Commander Shepard, whether you pick a female, male, whether you make him look white or black or whatever it may be. Like he's still Commander Shepard. He's still a person that
Or
already
she.
or she that
Don't assume
exists.
genders here.
That this character already exists in this world. They've already established who Commander Shepard is. So how could you put yourself in the shoes of someone that they've already developed?
It also depends on the player because some people have that kind of like power trip at where they like could disassociate and they're like, oh, I'm Gordon Freeman, I'm making him do this, I'm doing this is my achievement or whatever the case.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly not everyone's
Good
gonna
point.
have that same mentality. I do understand what you're saying, but it all falls down to like who's playing it or whatever the case.
Yeah.
It I was gonna make a stupid joke on like the whole Skyrim thing, like you could make them your own or whatever the case. Have any of you ever played the Conan MMO? Like Conan
Yeah.
the Barbarian?
Yeah. Well, I played the original like before they like fucking patched the hell out of that shit. So I didn't like it at all.
There's also Conan Exiles.
Oh god.
Yeah.
You could choose if you make a female, you could pick her ass or her titty size.
Yeah,
Fucking-
yeah.
You make them, just it's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
But no, it all depends on like what game you're playing and also like what the developer wants to do. Some characters they can pull off the silent thing, other ones can't.
Motherfucking
Like Borderlands-
protagonist from Dark Souls does not talk the entire game.
There you
Kills a
go.
bunch of monsters.
But
Screams and dies.
that'll
He
make
does-
more
or-
that'll
or-
make more
or-
sense to me though, because you can customize the look, you can customize the class, you can customize everything about this person. Plus, he doesn't talk, so you can put
And you
yourself
can
in the shoes of that character.
My
Mhm.
thing my
That's the key.
Was
my
that
thing
in
is
it?
you can also customize their voice, which is strange.
Yeah.
to hear them
and-
die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No,
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
what'd you
Dude,
say,
all you're
Danny?
gonna do in Dark Souls is die.
What'd you
I
say,
said
Danny?
Master Chief. You don't hear Master Chief doesn't talk.
You have to. We
Yeah.
have to finish the fight. Are you dumb?
I'm sorry. Have you played Halo?
Master Chief, he hasn't shut the fuck up for years now.
Oh, wrong one.
Master Chief,
No.
what are
Haven't
you
seen
doing?
his
I think it's the
Sorry.
one from Reach that doesn't talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Reach does not talk.
Yeah.
I was about to say
And
Master
also
Chief.
Was it Reach?
ODST.
I was gonna say ODST. I was
It was
pretty sure
both.
ODST. Yeah.
The Shock
Okay.
Trooper and also Reach, like they don't fucking speak. Nathan Fillion, on the other hand, he doesn't shut the fuck up in ODST at all. It's just
Cortana.
Nathan Fillion as Nathan Fillion. Like, god
Cortana.
damn.
Yeah.
We have to finish.
Even
the-
down to
I don't think any of
the
Nathan
end.
Fillion's characters, period, doesn't shut the fuck up.
Although somehow it's like I don't find it fitting for ODST. In that one, I found him really annoying. But him as Cade Six, though, I was like, you know what, this is good.
Well, it fits the
Randy.
character. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Randy.
Yeah.
We have to finish the fight.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, dude.
Say it one more time. You gotta take a shot.
When that
We
shit
have to finish
happened, when I beat that game, I thought I either had to replay the game over like on hard mode or something because I had to unlock like the true ending, or like I had gotten some like fucked up copy. I was pissed when that ending happened.
When you got sent to the Lord.
I was just like, why are credits rolling now? What's going on?
Well, you got to shoot the 30.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that was
you
so
just
bad.
polish the CD and then put it back in.
It's just I'm not gonna lie. That ending was as sad as it was satisfactory to me because I played too many games that you get the happy ending and everything as well and all that stuff, and I was like with that one I was like, oh, this is reality. You know what I mean? It was like something you got to accept at this point. But
Yeah, I did eventually. I love how we go into these changes. Now we're talking about Halo 2's ending.
To be quite honest, though, even in terms of like silent in voice acting or not, Hotline Miami, I could say is one of the biggest things of like they should have never given the characters any fucking dialogue. Because in Hotline Miami 1, it's literally just your voicemail, you get the fucking mission, you go in, you kill, you get out. If you get food, they talk to you, and that's it. Your character, not one fucking peep, even after like everything happens. In Hotline Miami 2, though, every single character that you're given, so much fucking dialogue.
I haven't played the second one. Really?
The second. First of all, the second one's a really long game.
Yeah.
Really long game. There's like 2 levels that are obscenely long and really fucking difficult. One of them is appears. If you play it, you're gonna know that one right away. But it's like they try to throw too much story in, but that's also like on the developer for like fucking up. Like Devolver, love you, but you fucked up.
did Devolver also make Katana Zero?
Yeah.
Oh,
if it's like pixely and bloody,
it's usually Devolver. Yeah.
But no, but what I'm saying is, how do you fuck that up? Like,
no, because the thing is, it's well, the first one definitely couldn't have been fucking Hotline Miami, but that's how I was introduced.
I mean, I appreciate Devolver always trying something different.
Of course, but I feel like Hotline Miami was too much. Like the characters, even though there was no voice acting, they still said a lot in the dialogue. It was just constant back and forth, and it all felt too forced. Like they wanted to expand on something that wasn't even there. Because it's a fast-paced game. You're supposed to have fun. You're supposed to kill. Just fucking do whatever the hell. And then it just comes to a huge fucking screeching halt where you're like, oh, now I gotta read, click, 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 click. It gets boring after a while. Like silent protagonists are not bad based on what it is.
I got you right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, pretty much. That's what I do with most RPGs.
If you're
period.
here for a good fucking time sink, then don't put any fucking conversation in there.
Bro, I'm trying to get a minute 30 on this speed run. Why are they
so
still talking?
so all right. So final thoughts or final question for your final thoughts is so specifically Samus and Link. You guys are okay with them talking at all as long as it works, or you'd rather just be pure and just leave it silent forever?
To be quite honest, go Kevin. You first. I'm gonna.
Okay, I'm kind of easy. I would rather them talk if it fits the story. If it doesn't, leave the motherfuckers mute. Like honestly, it doesn't make sense to make somebody talk if they don't need to. If they're with a party, like if Samus has a little helper, and then like they
Samus, little helper. Is
yeah,
that the new
Sam,
blue pill?
Samus's
yeah.
little helper.
like she gets a Metroid that just like is talkative. I don't know
Hey,
why.
listen.
Exactly.
Ah.
Like that's but that's the problem. Like if you give Samus a Navi, I'm gonna shoot that shit every time. Like it needs to go. But if Samus is talking with somebody and they're carrying the
Rumpy.
conversation and they're carrying the conversation, then it makes sense. Like if Samus like doesn't talk, I wouldn't say talk like have a full blown conversation, but I would say be vocal sometimes. Like
when it's
yeah, like
appropriate.
yeah, like when it's appropriate, it would make sense
Like
because
Afro Samurai.
if we have Samus talking like full sentences and like if she's like a
One-liners and saying some corny
what is that
shit.
annoying ass robot in fucking Borderlands?
Claptrap.
Like a claptrap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill myself every 30 seconds. And like just
See,
to
then
do it.
there's also that like that character's purpose is to be annoying.
Yeah, but it's
That's
like
totally what they were made for, and the
but
fact
it's
that like he's getting under your fucking skin, that's why like they
Well,
did it well in that.
Fee wasn't
But
supposed to be annoying, and I could
You
not
couldn't.
stand her in that game
Hey,
in
listen.
Skyward
and
Sword.
that's what makes it more annoying because
Hey,
Claptrap
like
at least has a humor that's supposed to be annoying.
Yeah,
But there's like those moments where you're like, you know what, you're stupid, you're charming, you're like a puppy just like shitting on the floor and like just sitting on it.
Claptrap was
Like,
hilarious. Claptrap was not annoying at all. Claptrap was
no,
very
but that's what
funny.
I'm saying. Like if if Samus has
you replay the game too many times, he's annoying.
a support character like Claptrap, it would make sense why Samus doesn't talk as much, and that would be more engaging. You're not gonna have a fucking Fee or Navi on my team, and this bitch is just saying, just saying, if you crouch down while running, you slide. I'm like, shut the fuck up! I knew that because I'm running away.
93% chance
Well,
of rolling through this.
That's kind of how Dread works so well because she still didn't speak, and yet there was still a lot of story because of the computer. Like whenever you ran into the computer, it kind of told you what your status was, what's going on in the story, where you need to go, things like that. And then every now and then you ran into a Chozo, so the Chozo will kind of like say some things or do some things and kind of like show some flashbacks and stuff like that. So the Chozo still spoke. There was dialogue in the game. It just wasn't from Samus.
Wait, but didn't Samus talk to the Chozo?
She talks.
She talks.
Seconds.
Yeah.
She has a voice, but she doesn't she doesn't use it.
Yeah, but my thing is like I was satisfied with I guess that was just me. I'm not everybody, but I was satisfied when Samus talked because at that moment I was like, holy shit, she could talk. Like it was one of those moments because I'm so used to her not talking. So I was like, my God, this is amazing.
Had you played other M prior to hearing her speak in Dread, you would have been on some
Randy,
shit.
I'm gonna fucking shoot you.
You don't always have to play the game. Just YouTube it, dude.
No, I want YouTube it. I want him to play it. That's the thing. But here's because look, if it's done well, it's done well. But because it was already tried, I'm afraid of them fucking it up again.
Yeah.
If it does end up being good, awesome. Props to you. But I'm actually very worried if they give Samus a voice. It was,
and I'm sure that's why they didn't for this new game because they probably knew the feedback that they had gotten from other M. Yeah,
because Samus wasn't Samus. Samus is not someone that like just follows orders like, oh yes, daddy, pull on my leash. Like that's not what it is.
And that's the crazy thing because in Dread it felt like Samus was following orders, but she still had her personality
because
she
was still in control.
She's like, bro,
you're telling me something. I want to know more, so I'm gonna fucking look for it myself.
Yeah. She's like, bro, like you telling me one thing, you like, oh, don't do this, and you do it, and you're like, why? Yeah, exactly. And then you get the disposition from the Chozo, and you're like, this motherfucker, what's this robot doing? And then once you find out later on why the robot was doing what it did, it's like it makes sense why Samus is more like it's not just a robot, literally a robot following orders. It's a person trying to find out what's wrong with whatever's going on in the situation and trying to solve it. Hence why.
And also, like Link was given a voice in the CDI, and I'm never gonna let that go.
Yeah, no, they did wrong with
that up bad.
I
don't want him to have a voice ever again.
I think if I had a choice, I would honestly keep Link mute the entire time. I kind of like that whole silent hero, like he's mute type of thing, like he's actually mute versus like Samus. Samus could be more like you know how like The Witcher, like Geralt in the show and in the game, he talks. he talks, but he only talks when he needs to. He doesn't. It's not a lot of dialogue. Every now and then it's kind of funny, but it's like the delivery is really good. Like he only talks when he needs to like get some information out of somebody. He also we're gonna get to that if you want to talk about that. Hold on.
I'm gonna take a shot for you, Danny.
Okay,
hold on.
But let me finish my thought, and we could talk about that. So just like Geralt, like, you know, he only talks when he needs to. He, you know, and that kind of works for Samus. Like, she's stoic. She could be stoic. She could be serious, and she only talks when she needs to, and kind of leave it at that. But like Link, I'm okay with more so with just him being silent like forever. But anyways, yeah, Henry Cavill.
So Henry Cavill could fucking eat shit. I do not like him as Geralt because Geralt talks, but he talks not just when he needs to. When it's business, it's like,
right,
shut the fuck up, get to the point. How much you offering me? What do you need me to do? Not enough? Bye. If he's talking with Triss or fucking
any woman
Yennefer or Ciri, no, I won't say any woman, but like those that are crucial to like the story.
He's a ladies' man.
They're crucial to the story. Yeah, because he's just like, you know, oozes sex appeal.
Yeah.
But not Henry Cavill. But oh, sorry. I'm just like, thank you, Danny. But yeah, no, like if they're really important to the story, then he will like have conversation with them because it's out of necessity, and also like there's a kind of level of comfort. But Henry Cavill could just fucking eat ass.
What do you think of his look?
I think it looks just like him.
Yeah.
What, Henry Cavill as Geralt?
As Geralt, yeah.
No.
Really?
Geralt isn't built like fucking Superman.
I think he is.
He's like
muscular. He's very video gamey, comic booky.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wouldn't say comic booky. And also the season 2 armor that I got a look at. Why does it have pecs?
It's this close to having nipples on the bat suit. Yeah.
First off, Danny, to you.
What happened, Kevin?
I just wanted to ask a question.
Shit. No, not to you, drunk Danny. Fucking sober Danny. For being fucking man over there, for agreeing with me there.
Were you antisocial when you were younger?
I'm still antisocial.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Do you know how long it took for us to like talk at work?
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah. So yeah. So
that's why you would Link to be mute forever.
Oh yeah, right. That was pretty much me. I mean, and me being a bartender too, right?
Exactly.
So here's the thing. Like, me being a bartender, it's so much easier for me to be social because you have to be social. So like me being such an introvert, like I like to be social and kind of let out or release that social battery, like quick and easy, take my shift, get that shit done. And then when I'm home, I'm like, I'm good to be alone. I'm good to like be just recharge and kind of do my own thing. So bartending has always still been kind of easy for me because even though I don't need to be social, I can be social. So for anybody who doesn't know or listening, so I know Randy and Kevin through an old job.
TDG lore. Here we go.
Yeah, little TDG lore. So I know Randy and Kevin through an old job that we worked at all together. So Randy and Kevin already knew each other, along with another guy, Jay. He used to be on the show as well, earlier on the podcast. So they all worked together, and I was a bartender. They were servers, barbacks, runners, and all that stuff. So they were their own clique. I kind of just minded my own business. I've always been the kind to just be like, all right, I go to work, do my shit, come back home. That's pretty much it. That was
me the first month.
Yeah. So with Jay, I worked with him directly because he was my barback while I was a bartender, and in turn, I kind of got to know. I kind of got to know a little bit of Randy, a little bit of Kevin every now and then when they kind of came up to the bar.
You knew Kevin more because the thing is that I would go up to the bar mainly for drinks because I was still like kind of new. So like if anyone new was around like Kevin or Jay, I would kind of be like, I don't really want to interact with anyone right now, so I'm just gonna do my job. So I just got the drinks and whatever. And so yeah, Jason you worked with more directly. Kevin you got to know with more, and I was the last one. Because then when I saw that like you were cool with them, I was like, oh okay, well fucking.
Well, funny enough though, I still didn't get to know Kevin that well because he had quit fairly early on. Yeah, so the only time I got to see him was when he visited and kind of just sat at the bar and he drank, he ate, he kind of chilled a little bit, and we got to talking.
And when you guys got matching tattoos, also.
No,
Yeah,
so
that's when
hold on,
he.
hold
That's
on.
when he
Oh,
says something. Go ahead, Kevin.
This some lore. So the way me and Dan met and like actually got cool was because we were both, and I know it's gonna be some hot and steamy stuff. We were both changing in the
Can't
locker
even
room,
show it.
and I looked at his tattoo, and I was like, "Oh shit, fairy tale!" He was like, "What?" And I was like, "My brother," and I just like showed my tattoo, and we were like, "Oh shit!"
Tell him the real story. That's the second fairy tale tattoo that he has, right? The
Yeah.
first one that he noticed was actually on his lower back.
Exactly.
What?
That was passing by, and I was like, "Oh, fairy tale."
Oh
And
god.
he's like, wait, there's one on my arm too. Please,
It's a literal fairy tale.
Yeah, and that's
Ooh. He has butterfly wings on it as a
Yeah,
tramp stamp.
yeah, tramp stamp.
and that's how I ended up being like really cool.
And that's how
with
you met
it.
your mother.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how I met my-
yeah.
that's
I
how
think,
met
and I think at one point we just you guys were all deciding to go out, and then Jay invited me. He was just like, "Yo, let's hang out. You could just drink and talk some more because you guys tend to at least drink like on the weekends after work."
Yeah.
Hey, I'm trying to keep it like on the lowdown. So,
Sir, I'm a certified alcoholic.
So
I had a membership
Sir,
card
at
for the
that
bar
time
that I took it to.
we were all borderline alcohol, or either borderline or
as
alcoholic.
this industry tends to do, yeah. So Jay invited me, and then we got to talking, and like we had a shit ton of stuff in common. Y'all guys were gamers. We were into comics the same way. We were into animes the same way. And I think the biggest thing that solidified like the fact that I could fuck with y'all is we were talking about anime intro music. And I was just like, yo, this is my favorite intro music right here. And I fucking put Bleach. What was it, like season 2? I think it was. And it was like, Hira night. And then we all sang that shit so perfect. And I'm like, yo, y'all know the words to this.
Karaoke.
And then we ended up doing karaoke. And I was just like, yo, all right, this is it.
And I remember how that night ended too, because after we got out of there, Kevin piggybacked me as I played the music on my phone, and we were all just walking to the diner singing.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
That is my.
I have to try to find the video because I know there's a video of me like on Kevin's back, just like swinging my phone in the air.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah, you were there too.
Yeah, so that was so that's the story of me, Randy, and Kevin meeting up and stuff like that. And Danny is like we met freaking what 5th grade.
They were born together.
We were born together. Yeah, shit. Yeah, it was elementary school. I know that. Like me, well, and the funny thing is that with me and Danny, we knew each other that long, but we didn't really become like really good friends until middle school when we started. Yeah, we lived in the same neighborhood, and so then we walked together with another mutual friend of ours, and we kind of got to talking a little bit more. And then Danny was just like, "Yo, I got a PlayStation. You want to come play some games with me? And I'll show you this and I'll show you that." I was like, "Hell yeah!" And then that's history afterwards.
Was that back when he had hair?
Back when he had hair.
He had to nap a little bit of head on the hair.
He just had a curl. That's all he had, just one little curl.
Oh my god, he had the chomps.
Oh, Dan, for Halloween next year, can you be Nappa?
or Raccoon.
Hey, Vegeta. Are we there yet?
Yeah. All right.
Yo.
So that's a little random fucking history, just complete tangent. So that wraps up the whole news and everything like that.
And then
there.
to solidify the alcoholism, you and I bonded more over alcohol.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it was really cool.
We went on a lunch break. We were supposed to have half an hour, and we actually took.
And we went to a bar. Yeah, we took a lunch break at a bar, and we waited for the food and everything. I remember that. I think it was the Westway Diner. I think is what we went.
No. It was.
Was it
West End Bar?
West End Bar. Oh, close enough. Yeah.
I remember because I thought of the Pet Shop Boys song, West End Girls.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good food.
Because I had taken you to
really
Lily's
good food there,
but
it's expensive.
Yeah, I taken you to Lily's, and you were telling me that like you judge bars off of their
whiskey sours. Yes.
If they make a good one, then it's fine and whatever.
Yeah. That's pretty much the first thing. That's my go-to first order whenever I go in the bar and I'm ready to like drink for the rest of the night. And if you make shitty whiskey sours, I will probably order the simplest of drinks or just move on somewhere else. because clearly you can't make
Like,
anything.
Can I get seltzer water?
Yeah, it's clearly you can't make anything complex if you can't
Water.
make something as simple as a whiskey sour. Like, I still want to take you to Brooklyn. There's a place that I used to go in Brooklyn where I used to work at another job. And then we used to go to a bar right after we got out of work. I think it was called Livingston Manor in Brooklyn. And it's a small place, but very small place, but high end, I guess. I fucking love their bartenders. They're great. And they make whiskey sours with egg whites, which you don't see that often. So I thought that was always great.
Frothy.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck on Dan being highly upset when somebody fucking up a whiskey sour. That he's like, "Can you put water in a glass with ice?"
Can you do that? Can you do that for me? Yo, and the thing is like this West End diner, though. This West End diner that we went to, the West End bar that we went to, they have great food. Well, it's a grill. It's like a bar and grill. They have food there, and the food is fucking amazing. But when I first went there, I ordered the whiskey sour, and she puts in the whiskey, and she puts in like a sour mix that's straight from the gun, which I'm willing to let go every now and then. You know, it still depends on how well it's made, because sometimes it's just efficiency that matters. But she puts the whiskey and she puts the sour, and then she puts club soda in it. And it's on a tall glass too. So I'm just like, what are you doing? Why are you putting club soda in a whiskey sour? So it's just like, I just shook my head. I was just like, I'm done here. And then anytime I ever went down there, all I did was a mezcal straight. That's all I did. That's as simple as it can get, because you can't fuck that up.
Drunk. You want to know what that was?
What?
That was a mix up, my guy. I'm taking
fucking A. I knew you were. Jesus Christ.
Of course.
She's straight up standing for you, and you were just like, I don't even know what I
Dan, jump.
He didn't look at me like, I gave you instructions.
Grab.
Raging demon on me.
You still gotta make that fucking drink though.
What drink?
The Dan jump.
Dan jump. Oh yeah, that's true. I gotta write that down now so I can remind myself.
You know what's funny? I'm gonna find that VOD, and I'm gonna just have that as an intro every time we make a video.
What?
And I'm gonna just be like,
"Oh,
jump,
Dan jump."
It's close up, and it's like, what's going on, guys? It's your man, Bubba.
Oh jeez, that was such a good catch. That was so good.
Oh.
Dan jump. What?
What?
And I looked at the screen like, I was like, what? What happened? You had instructions. Just jump. Just avoid it.
And it was the most raw level 3 also. Like,
Yeah.
Like it was so like obvious, and I was just like I said it, and then I did it, and then I was like,
how?
There's no way he's getting. I was like, wow.
I'm sorry if this is somewhat of an inside joke, because like this is something that me and Kevin were streaming on Twitch at one point, like a few months back, and because Kevin's kind of like, he's my guru right now. He's teaching me how to play Dragon Ball Fighters. And this was our first session actually, and he was playing as Android, which Android? 16. And I was playing as Goku or somebody random, it doesn't matter. But he was teaching me some things.
Weren't you?
Yeah,
I guess. So yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So he's playing as 16, and he's like teaching me a couple of things and some things to avoid from 16, because he's fucking OP. And yeah, and then so he starts doing this stuff, and he's like, all right, Dan, I need you to do a couple of things. Just pay attention to what I need you to do. And then he's like, yo, check this out, and check this move out, check this combo out. All right, Dan, jump. And I'm like, what? And then he does this grab command and just fucks me up. It's like an insta-kill shit. It's a kamikaze thing, and just completely destroys me. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
And I was like, that was an unblockable level 3. And then I was like, he was like, oh, you died too? I was like, no, baby. I popped Spark, and then Spark Brady went,
fucking got all your health back.
Yeah, it gives me back my health. And I was just like, yeah, baby, but you can only do it once.
Yeah, and I'm just standing there, just like completely confused as to what happened.
My favorite was the Gogeta one, because I was like, it doesn't matter where they hit you with, as long as they hit you, you're fucking dead. You're fucking dead. And then they just do the level 3, and I'm just like, you gotta set and eat it. It doesn't matter, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Good times. I'm telling you, that's gonna be my intro for every video.
Yeah,
Just
do it.
Dan
Do
Jump.
it. I
Dan
don't
Jump.
care.
What? Boom.
All right. All right. So we need to move on. So I think we're pretty much done with the news. That's all of it now. We're done with our little questioning for the topic for today, and we're gonna go now to guess the game. We're gonna do the
Wait.
audio version. What's up?
What
Oh,
about-
your game.
what about Killer Bean.
Yeah. So what was
We're
it that
doing
you
that
sent me? No. Let's talk about it. What
Okay,
was it that
no,
you sent me?
Okay, so the game I sent you was Killer Bean was made by a studio named Killer Bean Studio, and it was a movie that had fucking ragdoll physics. Like when he shoots them, it was like picture the Matrix, but so fucking insane that it doesn't make sense. Like he was dodging bullets. Go ahead.
Yeah, just like a quick insight into ragdoll physics. You guys have played Fall Guys, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Now imagine like the ragdoll physics turned all the way up. So instead of them just being all like limp and shit, they
No,
fucking
they played
fly.
the bouncer. It's like the bouncer.
The
Oh,
bouncer.
okay, yeah, that
Yeah.
the old PS3 game.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's like that the entire game. Like you shoot somebody, they just literally
Just
backflip into a rag. Yeah.
Okay.
So I saw that game and I was like, man, this game is so fucking stupid. Like not even stupid. I was like, it was so fucking cool because I was like, first of all, one of my favorite YouTubers loves the movie because the movie was so outrageous that it just didn't make sense. Like they would throw a grenade at him and he would like between the legs throw it at them like laid up. I was like, this doesn't make sense, but it's so fucking cool.
Mhm.
And when I saw the game for it, I was like, he's gonna love this. He's gonna love this. They have like the ragdoll physics. He like does cool shit, does like butterfly twists while shooting guns like on some Dante shit. The game is outrageous. And I was just like,
Stupid.
I have to talk about this game. It's fucking crazy. It's so crazy.
Is it
And,
out?
shout out to Charlie or more. No,
It's not out
it's in
yet.
development.
Okay.
No, it's in development. Funny thing is, I put it on my wish list because I was like, I need to play this game.
Mhm.
I don't care how I play it. I'm gonna play the game. I'm gonna stream it, and I'm just be like, yo, this game it's fucking crazy. But look forward to that, guys. Look forward to that.
Randy, any
Killer
comment on
Seven
it?
is on I'll just watch him play
excuse me.
it. I'm not touching this shit.
Mm.
I agree.
I definitely am playing that.
It's
game.
like I'm into some really like weird ass animations. Not this.
Speaking of
Anything
anime
but
games,
this.
have you guys taken a look at League of Legends?
Oh, for Arcane?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I haven't seen it yet. I want to. I've heard really good things. You even put in the group chat that like it was.
I
it was
gotta
amazing.
put it in the group chat that it is the best show, not just anime. I mean, maybe just all lines of anime and cartoon, anime, whatever. But still, regardless, it's one of the best shows I've seen. Like the way they develop the characters, especially the main two girls, is just like fucking spot on, perfect. And
You said that
yeah, feelings.
you
know,
said
towards
that
the
you
end.
didn't really need to know the game much, right?
No, not at all. I mean,
because the thing is that it's for the game itself for League, every character has their own lore. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's the big kind of picture of like you're the
Like, where they
summoner,
came
this is the
from,
summoner's war. You pick a character and then you throw him into the pit and you fight for whatever the fuck, right? That doesn't matter.
No,
Every
yeah,
character
I
has
get
their own
that.
kind of
Yeah.
story. Yeah, but like everyone has their own story, but some of them do intertwine, but they don't really do much with it. This is giving backstory to like four major characters, if anything. I think I know that it's Vi and Jinx for sure, giving like their kind of childhood and like more insight to why they're like clashing because they're
Yeah.
sisters.
Did you see the
But
show?
one's good, one's not. Did I see the show? No, but obviously I
Okay.
played the fucking game, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
I followed like the lore from when they came out. So yeah, like Vi and Jinx are sisters, and I guess it shows how like Jinx became evil.
Danny?
I've yet to see it.
yeah,
But,
it
huh?
does, and it's like it really is like, oh, this almost makes like it makes perfect sense on why this would happen, and the way they set it up. It just to me was just really nicely
And
for
that's pretty neat.
Mm.
But
for a
there was
show,
a
and
there was
it
actually
looks
one
fucking
thing.
phenomenal. It's like the weird 3D animated cell shade thing that they do. It's really good.
Okay.
Mhm. But there was a what was it? My brother he told me that someone tweeted that watching the show you're gonna forget how toxic the game is.
It's funny. Yeah,
So,
right.
so that actually sold me on it.
Mm.
The game's so
It's
good
a
it fucks your head up.
dude. No, The pussy's so good. Fuck shit. That game is it's something else.
Bro,
It's fun. Don't get me wrong. But Jesus Christ.
I played with Randy a couple of times, and I felt so like shit because I was like, "Who the fuck is this jungler?" And I was like, "I'm trying."
Whoa, and even when it comes to like, you could start a fresh account. Everyone can be on the same fucking level as you, not knowing dick about shit,
It's
and
like
they
they
will
know
still talk shit about you.
like they know you're supposed to be a dick in this game. Like that's all they know. You know. I don't know.
Yeah, that's stupid.
It's
That
really,
gives me no interest in wanting to even jump into the game now.
I'll tell you this: 9 out of 10 times, I mute my team and I keep the enemy team chat open so that like they could like I can have a back and forth banter with them to fuck with them and like put them on tilt.
I do the same
But
thing.
I'm not listening to my teammates because they're fucking idiots.
Randy was like, "I don't even listen to like game audio." I'm like, he's like, I'm
Oh,
just,
yeah.
he's like, I'm just listening to music. I'm like,
Dude, I have the game on mute because they have pings. So like even if you're before now you have the option to mute chat and their pings. So if they want to be like, oh, be careful, oh, someone's missing, whatever the case, the enemy is missing. It's a question mark, a big old fuck off question mark. People don't use it to signal that enemy's missing. If you do something stupid, they put the question mark over you. Or if you do something and they don't agree with it, they put the question mark over
So
you.
they just put their own meaning to it.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's like the kind of toxic thing behind it. So now
Reason
you can mute
they're
pings.
ping for death. They'll ping to death for no reason.
Yeah.
You see, and that.
So
sorry to cut you off, Randy,
Go
but
ahead.
that's the same thing I was saying for Dragon Ball. It's like Dragon Ball key charge is like to put your energy, like your meter up, but people
It's a
use
taunt.
it as a taunt because we don't have taunt in Dragon Balls. So
Mhm.
that would be their definition of a taunt. They're just like, ah! And you're just like,
and they just stop.
yeah, then they just stop and use an assist, and you're like, all right, I guess I gotta die now. But that's what I was saying. Go ahead, Randy. You were talking.
Yeah, no, it's like I don't play the game with sound at all either because you hear the sound of the ping. So it's like fucking nails to a chalkboard. So if it's constantly spammed, it's annoying. So I'd rather not read what they say or hear what the fuck they do. Just play on my own, listen to my music, have fun. That's it. Well, have fun, and that's it.
Yo,
Yeah, I have yet to find Final Fantasy online toxic. There have been the occasional like annoying, like team member or something like that, but it's not even to the point where it's just like I want to quit the game or anything like that. Like when me and Danny do raids and things, occasionally there'll be like a member who wants to like really take charge or like really wants to like dictate everything that needs to be done during a raid or a dungeon or whatever it may be. And in my head, I'm just like this raid is easy enough where I'm pretty sure I don't need direction. There's no need for you to be like, leading the way or anything like that. So like every now and then I'll run into something like that, but it's not like it doesn't ruin the experience for me. So far, Final Fantasy has been really good when it comes to the community.
Is that also another thing that adds to that? Well, it makes it like a lot easier to kind of go through is the fact that you're playing with someone that you know.
Yeah.
Because when I was playing WoW initially, like my brother was a lot higher level than I was because he played for a lot longer than I did. So eventually when I did catch up, I just wanted to do dungeons with him. I did not want to have any other fucking healer or tank or anything like that because I'm like, you know what, like I don't want to hear any bitching from anyone. Why are you taking aggro? And it's like I'm not. You're just not tanking right. So instead of dealing with like stupid fucking headaches, I'm like, you know what, just let's work together and let's get this done because I don't want to deal with this shit. So playing with someone that you know, it makes it easier. When I was leveling through Final Fantasy,
which is why we're waiting for your ass to join Final Fantasy.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching the stream. Catch us every
Bye-bye.
Thursday at 10 p.m.
What's going on, guys? It's your man, Bolus.
No, yeah, I gotta get my fucking Square Enix account back in check because I don't remember the password.
East McCoy.
Or just make a new account.
That is true.
I can just give me
because
like
Kevin
10
started
days.
over.
Yeah,
of course he did.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I have my samurai with whatever account you're with, so I'm there with you. But I had to start over with an archer because I wanted to do another DPS.
I just don't remember the password to my account, and I had a lot of shit in it.
You lost password and then get it back.
Yep.
I don't remember my security questions.
Email them. Talk to them. There's ways. There's ways.
Well, yeah,
All right, I'll figure it out.
I've done this. There's no security questions, so I've done that.
Yes, there is.
I keep forgetting. Like I said, I forgot my password like 3-4 times.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well,
So
we'll
we talked enough.
I forgot it. I have to be.
We're hitting 2 hours right now, so I wanna wrap. Well, not wrap up, but I want to move on to the guess the game right now. We're gonna do the audio. version.
Can I just say one more? Can I say
Oh
one more
my
thing?
lord.
So what's going on, guys? It's okay.
You muted yourself.
I'm kind of drunk, so we can start the
yeah, which is why we
sound.
should move on.
Let's
So
go.
so yeah, we're gonna do the audio version. So anybody who's listening on the podcast, they could join in as well. Who's listening audio wise, anyways. So
Hey Dan, can I ask a question?
you
It's
guys
about-
join the Twitch, guys, so that way you can hear the audio.
Can I
You're asking me a question or Danny?
Yeah, no, I want to ask you a question. So when we do guess the sound, can it be like guess the audio, guess the sound? So it's not like guess the game, but it's guess the game, but it's another variation of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's exactly what it is. It could be like a sound effect or like a soundtrack, like a song or whatever. Because I'm mostly gonna have songs or not songs or
Audio
soundtracks like music
Okay.
for this iteration.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I'll talk after, but basically I'm gonna try to get you a transition or something that says like guess the sound, so
Yeah.
that it's verified that it's guess the sound or guess the game.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So
Yeah. So
Sorry.
are you guys logged in already? You good,
Yeah.
Danny?
Yep, I'm logged in.
All right.
Waiting for it.
So here is the first
Can I
one,
mute everybody else? 'Cause
and yeah, we'll do whatever you want.
we're gonna hit double. That's why.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna double.
I started a bit easy, just to ease you into it and just to test out, make sure everything's going smoothly. So here is the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. Letty, I'm tagging you in.
So what's the rules?
Just guess.
Oh, hold on.
Guess
Can you
the
pause
game.
the sound? Can you pause the
Yep.
sound real quick? Just guess.
Mhm.
So can we? Is it just guess, or is it just like we have to let the sound play out and then?
No, these
do it.
these are almost 3 minutes long, most of them, 2 to 3 minutes. So you don't have to let it play out the whole way.
Okay.
I wouldn't play the whole thing
Okay.
anyways.
Anybody got a guess? I don't want to jump in first.
I wouldn't play. I don't listen to so many video
Play a
games.
little bit more.
I've okay, so I can narrow it down to Legend of Zelda. I just don't know if it's Ocarina or Majora. But it's from the N64 ones, right?
Is that your guess?
I'm guessing Ocarina of Time.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Ocarina of Time.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just-
It's
I'm guessing Majora.
Legend of Hyrule, which is the soundtrack title, I guess.
Oh, that's when they're exposition, right? The
Mhm.
whole like story that they're saying. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
got it.
That sounded like yeah.
Yep. So there's that one. All right. Here's the next one.
Okay, makes sense.
We all know this game or have played it.
It's Phil Collins, the Tarzan soundtrack. Oh, Metal Gear.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Is this Metroid?
Nope. I could see both of those because the atmosphere is kind of like, yeah, I could see that.
Definitely
But
sounds like Metal Gear Solid.
I'm surprised that Danny didn't get this one, being that this is probably one of his favorite games.
This is a Final Fantasy game.
Nope.
Final Fantasy?
Nope.
Fuck do I know?
So this is Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dan, that was your ballpark, bro. We didn't even know.
I don't. This is okay. This just says. No, I'm not even gonna say it. So let's see what this is because I don't even know what this is. Let's see. Oh yeah.
ActRaiser.
No.
Golden Axe.
Huh?
Golden Axe.
No.
Hercules. Okay.
Hercules. I know Danny hasn't played this game, but he has seen me play this game a million times.
RuneScape.
This is probably one of the most generic RPGs you could possibly play on the PS1.
Play one more time. Play one more time.
Yeah.
Oh, Beyond the Beyond.
It's Beyond the Beyond. So this was like a super generic RPG. I loved it.
To
And
mute
yet,
the double thing, it drives me nuts. So does
the
that mean
what?
anything about it? I have to mute the Twitch when you're not playing it because the double voices. drive me nuts.
So yeah, this was like super like, what was it, like 16-bit or even 8-bit style like RPG. It looked like it was made out of an RPG Maker. That's how generic it looked.
Yeah.
And like even the combat and everything was really
Storyline.
bad looking, but I just loved the game, how generic it was
Great
for some reason. I played it I beat it like 5 times. So, and it's not a well-known RPG, so I didn't expect you guys to really get that one that much. Here's the next one.
One more time. The fuck is that? You know.
We talked about this game.
ActRaiser.
No.
No.
Many iterations of this game. This one specifically, no. This one specifically, I'll give you guys a hint. It was for the TurboGrafx. This one specifically, I can hear myself.
Yeah.
That's probably fucking Kevin over there.
Yeah.
No, what are you talking about? My audio's in my headphones.
Oh.
That's probably Dan.
Any guesses? TurboGrafx 16 doesn't leave a lot of
Dragon Quest?
no.
Okay, I'm dead.
I think he's just too happy for Dragon Quest.
Oh no. There you go.
Kevin's feeling it.
Yo, these 8-bit beats be hitting different.
8 bits.
All right.
Just be in a club like this. Oh damn.
I know, right? Be an 8-bit DJ. So, any guesses at all?
I already gave my guess. I said Dragon Quest.
I don't.
Nothing else. So this is Bonk's Adventure.
I was gonna say Bonk.
Bonk. Big-headed Bonk.
No.
The little baby with the dinosaurs and shit.
Yeah. All right, so here's the next one.
Blaze Blue Chrono Phantasm. Calamity Trigger.
So quick to that. I knew it. I knew you were gonna be so
I
quick.
didn't even fucking hear it on Twitch. You're just like.
It was so quick to that. Yeah, it's Blaze Blue Calamity Trigger specifically. He knew the exact song, the exact game too.
It's not. Please select your character. If it wasn't that, then I knew it wasn't it.
The game used the fighting game used specifically. Why?
Oh, why? I knew exactly what it was because that was my favorite Blaze Blue till Chrono Phantasma.
Yeah, it makes sense.
We played Chrono, right?
Yeah.
That's where I picked up the trap.
No, it was Central Fiction. We played Central Fiction.
Omne.
Yeah, Almine, as they would pronounce it.
Kishki.
Jin Kisaragi or
Hawkman.
Hawkman.
Is that how they pronounced it?
Yes.
So
and
Hakumen, the
Hakumen?
fucking the giant
Announcer.
Yeah.
sword ass fucking
Yeah.
Hawkman.
And it's
Jesus.
only the fucking like Chrono Phantasma and Central Fiction one that says Hawkman. I'm like, who the fuck is Hawkman? Or Yuki Terumi?
I could just imagine like the voice actor in the booth, and then he's just like Hakumen, and then like the director's just like, never mind.
He's like, no. You don't say it like this. You say Hawkman. Say it like the Americans would say it.
Yeah. All right. Here's the next one coming up. Randy's got a smirk. I think he knows what it is.
I know what this is. It's a Nintendo game, but
You said Nintendo? Are you sleeping? Can I say it?
Yep.
Go for it.
Isn't this Mega Man?
It is not. I could see that, but
Oh.
no, it's not Mega Man.
Suburban Commando.
It is not. It is not Hulk Hogan's Suburban Commando.
Urban Commando. What the fuck?
Contra.
It is Contra.
It's one of those.
Suburban
Wait,
Commando.
So when TDG gets big, can we have like a little spin-off game called Bourbon Commando?
That's good. How would that work?
We shoot shots.
We just shoot shots and see who survives.
No, we shoot shots and see who's basically
Like Russian roulette with shots.
Yeah.
one of these is water. 6 of these are vodka.
Yeah. That's actually a trend that I see a lot on TikTok. They do 6 shots of 6 shots.
Like a lazy Susan.
Huh? I don't know what
Like
that
a
is.
lazy Susan. The little spinning plate that you could just like pivot and then like whoever it lands in front of you just got down it.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, no, yes and no. Like, yeah, they spin it and then they pick it up and they take the shot of it, and it's like 5 waters and then 1 tequila, and you have to look at the person and see who reacts to see which one got the tequila shot. But they have to kind of play it off and be like, oh, they
No
did
faces.
no faces. So you have to kind of guess which one had the tequila shot.
Vinegar too, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of No Faces, have you ever played No Faces?
No. Is that so? That's an
Do you
actual
wanna know
game. That's
No
what it's
Faces
called.
is? Yes.
Okay.
So No Faces, right? Everyone gets a shot,
Yeah.
but a genuine shot of liquor.
Yeah.
You take the shot and you down it. You make a face, you take another shot. You
Ah.
don't make a face, you're clear.
That doesn't sound very
It's fun.
challenging. At least for me.
Well, yeah, because you're not going to make a face. But the thing is,
Yeah.
you play it with a bunch of newbies, you just get them.
Oh
fucked
yeah,
up.
of course.
That's
Yeah.
the point.
So is it after you take the shot? How long is the time frame?
No, literally, it's like right after, and you have to just like everyone has to be done, look around, and you're good because you could just like some people have that grace period of like right away. They're like, oh, it's nothing, and then it hits them, and they're like, ugh.
Yeah.
I have played that with my tables, and I have ran their checkup fucking huge.
That works.
Can I just ask a question? Can you dance after?
No. You literally have to sit there.
You're shaking it
and take
off.
and then wait.
That's an
That's cheating.
advantage. It's cheating.
All right.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
All right. Here's the next one here.
Oh. Fuck.
Rasher.
No. We have all played this game.
It's Devil May Cry.
No.
Well, no, it's not. It's not. Oh. Fuck.
Final Fantasy.
Yes, Crisis Core.
There you go. Crisis
There it
Core.
is.
It's Crisis Core.
It's like one of the boss themes.
Yep.
I ain't going front. That theme was busting.
Yeah. That soundtrack
That
was
game
really
was
good in that game.
It was busting.
That game. I don't think
Even
people.
their,
I don't think
their
people have
victory theme
given
was nice.
given enough credit for that game.
Crisis Core was an amazing game, and that was
I
my
love
first
that
Final
one.
Fantasy.
Are you serious?
Yes, that was my first Final Fantasy to play. 15 was my first to beat.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
15. I know you didn't actually finish everything because 15 never fucking finished until the
Expansion.
came out.
Yeah.
Before we get to the next one, has anyone here
Mm.
played 13 to like completion?
Yes.
No,
Oh,
I wanted to play it.
I hated every minute of it, to be honest, too. I really
What?
did.
I'm-
I beat it just to beat it because I had
you
beat
beat it
every
out of
other one.
spite.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could not stand that game.
Okay, can I say one thing? I do love the battle theme. I love Blinded by the Light.
I don't
Mm.
remember 13 at all.
Isn't that a Bruce Springsteen
Oh,
song?
the girl.
No, yeah,
I
yeah.
Yeah, it's like lightning. Yeah, I could not believe how you can go such a linear route in a Final Fantasy game. That's what pissed me off the most about that game. Anyways,
Let's not talk about that.
yeah.
Atrocity.
Atrocity.
Oh, but you want to mention Other M every 30 seconds. Fuck off.
Because the thing is that it's like, okay, there's a novelty to Other M because it's so like they wanted to do something with it and they clearly didn't fucking do it. And it took itself a little too seriously. 13 was just like it was bad no matter how you
And then
fucking
you
put
came
it.
out
Even
with
if you
two
see
other sequels.
13-2
Randy,
and Lightning's Return or some
Yeah.
shit like that.
Yep.
wasn't
Dude.
Lightning Return a fighting game?
No.
That definitely was not it.
Where
Dissidia is the fighting game.
Oh, the City away. You can do a DP, right? Okay, cool.
Sure.
Actually, I think they have like a Kingdom Hearts DLC for Dissidia.
Really?
Yeah. Shot. Better had
Solidarity.
that shit prepared.
Solidarity.
Okay. Next song. Next soundtrack.
What RPG is this from?
Sound like some Chrono Trigger type shit.
Any guesses?
Is it Chrono Trigger? I'm going with that.
It is Chrono
Blue
Trigger.
Dragon. Oh, it's
Oh,
Chrono
wow.
It's Chrono Trigger. Yeah.
Let's go.
That was good. I think that was the Overworld. I can't really remember, but it's fairly early in the game.
Oh, so we can do guess the tune.
Yeah.
Okay, I could do that.
Yeah. Here is the next one. Kevin.
I have no clue what this is.
Yo, I really love 8-bit music.
Yo, it's a different time, but it's so classic.
Mario is missing.
No. Mario's missing. Oh, that's it.
I thought I was gonna keep
Oh,
going.
oh.
I have
Yoshi.
no clue.
Huh? Yoshi? No, it is not Yoshi. I'll tell you, it's not. It's a Nintendo game, but it's not a Nintendo Direct game.
SNES, I'm assuming.
It's
from, like,
no,
that?
it's a NES game. It's
Oh.
it's a Nintendo game,
Is it?
and there was a recent remaster of it.
My brain hurts. Hold on.
It's Kevin's. Not, I don't even think he wants to guess. He just wants to dance.
Yo, this team is busted. Whatever it is. I was about to say it was Mother, but I was like, I knew I was wrong.
No,
It's definitely
Danny.
I don't know. I have a clue.
Damn. This is the Amazon level in DuckTales.
Ah, what is
Motherfucker.
DuckTales.
Yeah, I love that game.
Oh man.
All right.
it?
You
You like that
guys, you guys wouldn't even have to play this game in order to know what this is from. So I pray that you guys get this one. I'm loving Kevin's dancing.
He muted himself too.
I gotta stop. Fucking Kevin.
Come on, keep that shit playing.
I wish you guys could see this. Oh man. All right, so this is from a movie, and you guys had better seen this movie, or else I'll disown every one of you.
Is it Toy Story?
No.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I was gonna give you a clue. Go ahead.
Is it A Bug's Life?
No.
I was way off there.
No one gives a shit about Bugs Life. So, I mean, probably one of the easiest clues I can give you. What kind of Robin Williams movie do you think they're gonna make a video game out of?
Jumanji?
Good guess, but no.
Flubber?
What? No.
Aladdin?
No. That's a good guess, but no. Damn, I'm so disappointed.
Peter Pan?
Hook. Yes. That was Hook.
Yeah.
Hook.
That was Hook.
The game out of that?
They made multiple games out of that from every system up until like Sega CD. In fact, this is the Sega CD version.
I'm about to go look up songs that I'm about to start using for Guess the Tune.
All right, here is the next one. So disappointed. So disappointed you didn't get that one. All right.
Bro, why is this?
Kevin, I don't appreciate you smacking that ass to this song.
Yeah, no.
He's throwing it back at me. I can't carry it. This dead ass sound like some Tarzan ass beat.
Yeah, kind of. So this is a Super Nintendo game, very popular game, but I don't know if you guys, I don't know if most of you guys played this. I'm pretty sure at least one of you, maybe. Any guesses? And I've talked about this game before.
Play it again. Play it for the class. If you know it, fucking type it out.
I'll take another shot because I want to take another shot.
Hey, cheers, Huertas.
Hey,
now
Huertas
he's
is
gonna
there.
make Another one.
Cortez, kampai.
Wait, Kevin. Wait, you bastard.
What the fuck? I'm just pouring. I'm not drinking yet.
Yeah, fucking pouring too.
Mi botella.
Randy, take a shot too.
What?
Have a shot. I said have a shot.
Kampai.
Cheers. Oh. I swallowed it before I swallowed it.
Oh, that's awful. All right. No guesses, so we move on.
No
Yeah.
guesses.
I have no idea what that
So
is.
that is Joe and Mac.
I was gonna, when you said bonk, I was gonna mention the two barbarians that had the game.
Yeah,
Joe and
well,
Mac.
the two cavemen, yeah. When they
Yeah,
fight
what-
the
they-
dinosaurs.
same shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
The cavemen, yeah.
That's really fucking funny. I didn't know you had that lined up.
Oh, he hasn't been feeling well. Well, welcome back anyways.
Aw,
We missed you.
we missed you, man. Hopefully you feel better now.
Yeah.
Pour one out for the homie.
So
Oh,
yeah,
that's
we're
right up,
doing
bro.
we're doing audio guess the games if you want to join us with any of it. We only got 4 more songs left though. All right, here's the next one.
I'm just gonna give everybody a hint right now. This is definitely a RPG and or a serious game.
Dino Crisis.
Not Dino Crisis.
Parasite Eve.
Not Parasite Eve.
Mine.
You've all played this.
Resident Evil.
No.
You don't know what I played. Fuck.
Oh, it's not like he grew up with you or anything.
Say it again.
It's not like he grew up with you or anything.
Yeah,
For,
right.
Yeah, for you not to know what the fuck he played.
Well, funny enough, like there are some games where I thought he played and he never did. So shit happens. Old age and memory. Any guesses at all? You want to play it again?
Play it again one more time. What the fuck?
AXG,
AX
thanks for the follow.
AXG in the motherfucking building.
Do we take a shot for like every follow?
Oh
that we get?
God, we just took a shot. I'll take a shot.
I'm taking a shot for AXG. That's the homie.
Alright, well, AXG, this one goes out to you. Fucking show 'em
This will stop once we start hitting like 50 follows a day or some shit. Like,
Nah.
half shots. and
No,
I'll
we
just,
taking
like,
50 shots. For every 10 followers, we take 10 shots.
No, because then it'll be for every 5 we'll take one, and then for every 10 we'll take one.
Yeah.
Nah,
no thanks.
for every 10 we take one shot.
No.
Oh man, yo,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
this
it's very-
mezcal
it's like-
smells so good. I wish you could smell this. It's so good.
I value my liver as much as I do drink.
Yeah, exactly.
So like,
Nah.
Well,
Cheers
here's a
to,
shot for AXG.
AXG.
first time chat. Sup, people. Sup, you.
Hey, what's
Fucking-
up, bruh?
Cheers
I
to
haven't
you.
seen him in a minute. He gonna be like, "Yo, bro, where you been at?" I was like, "I'm drinking with the podcast, bro."
All right,
Oh, wait, you know them?
Uh-huh.
Oh, fuck.
Y'all
Alright,
wanna,
well, that's the
um,
homies.
That's the homie.
y'all wanna
I don't know what game it is.
okay. Do you want to play it
Yes.
again, or you're done with the guessing on that?
I like it, but I'm done with it.
It's Max Payne.
What?
One,
Max Payne 1.
drink responsibly.
Too many shots is like too many
shots are
blacks in Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yo, okay, so
What?
all right, so I'm gonna explain that real quick. I'm gonna explain that. So there's a joke, right, between me and AXG that I was playing Goku Black for the first time after I came back in Dragon Ball for the first time in like a couple months.
Mm.
And I was like, yo, why there's so many blacks in this? Oh, hold on, hold on.
I saw that clip.
Yeah, and that's the
saw
clip
that.
and that's the clip that I'm talking about. I'm saying Goku Black, and I just say black because I don't feel like saying yo Goku Black players,
Because
but
there's too many Gokus in the fucking game.
yeah, it's too many fucking It's blue, base, fucking Super Saiyan, black. I'm like, bro, I just said black by color.
So you just said too many blacks.
Yeah, too
Yeah.
many blacks, and he was like, wait, and he clipped it and smoked me, and I was like, never again.
Oh shit. That's it. You gotta shut down. You're canceled. You're canceled. You gotta shut down
already
your
canceled.
channel.
AXG canceled me, and I was like, you know what? That's the homie. I respect it. You know what? Just for saying, just for canceling myself, I'm taking another shot for you, Brody.
Oh jeez. Yeah,
AXG.
that's a perfect face. All right, so AXG joining us right now. Just a heads up, we're doing Guess the Game, which we do every week. Right now, we're doing Guess the Game, the audio version. So we play like soundtrack music or like sound effects and shit like that, and we try to guess what the game is. So we got 3 sounds left. So join us if you want to try to figure it out, try to guess. Here is the next one.
Bro, you beat me with this one. I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
Yeah, y'all not doing so well in this game. I thought I gave out the easy stuff.
Man said easy, bro. Hit this with like a double 2-sided unblockable, bro. You see, I would have said the same thing, AXG, but
No, it's not Mega Man.
Where does know this one?
Well, he says that it's old, but he's not naming the game. It is old. Obviously,
He's giving us a hint.
obviously it's got
Well, I
some
mean,
some chiptune
Honestly,
music.
if you know it, you can say it.
wait to say it, bro. If you
Oops.
know what it is, baby. We're not gonna smoke you.
Guess not.
It is not Metroid.
Ninja Gaiden.
It is Ninja Gaiden.
Ooh.
It is the original NES Ninja Gaiden.
You know, You know, it's funny. I would have said the same thing, but I would have been too fried.
Ninja hiding.
Hey, yo, Ninja Gaiden, spin that shit.
All right, here's the next one.
Oh, this is spooky music. I can't bump this. Actually, you can.
Kevin will figure it out.
You gotta rotate.
Why he's
to this.
winding to it?
You gotta throw it back, and she gets like. Why he's winding to it?
Anybody watching the stream?
Yeah.
If anybody's
it's all
watching, they're
good.
gonna see some nightmare.
It's frozen, right?
No.
Just the video audio?
Nah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
good
just
for
on
me.
your end.
Oh shit.
Oh, whatever. My end is. My end is. No matter.
Man said James Bond 007.
It is not James Bond. It is. I was gonna say Pokemon in one of the scary places. No, it's not.
No, it's not Lavender Town.
Yeah, that would be creepy though.
Lavender Town
geez.
it's actually kind of terrifying.
That shit used to scare me as a kid. Yeah.
I try to zoom by there as soon as possible. No cap.
All right, so that's it's 30 seconds worth of sound. So, any guesses at all?
So this is an RPG.
I will give you some clues. Yes, it's an RPG-ish. It is Sony PlayStation 1.
Is it a Tales series?
It is
Parasite
not
Eve.
Tales. It is Parasite Eve.
Ooh.
It is Parasite Eve. It is
Let's go.
whenever she runs into Eve herself every
Yeah.
now and then.
Yo, I'm not going front. Every time
I know it.
Every time it's an old school game, we just pull out like Sober Guardian, and he's just like, "There you go."
he tunes in every now and then. It just clicks.
Exactly. Yo, and I'm saying this just for everybody now. Yo, part 6 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure
Season
comes out
6.
December 4th.
Damn.
Yeah, part 6.
I got catching up to do.
It comes out December 1st. Watch it.
Okay.
Oh, Stone Ocean?
Yeah, Stone Ocean. I'm skipping that shit
Why? Wait, why?
because my favorite is still.
Leticia's still guessing. Legend of Zelda. No, it's not Legend of Zelda.
We're talking about JoJo, and she's like, wait, I got
It's
it.
Legend of Zelda.
Yo, Letty got hit with the Golden Experience Requiem.
Requiem.
Requiem. She got hit with Requiem, and she's like,
"It's Giorno." You guys dream.
Oh man, I'm getting buzzed.
I'm
All right,
drunk as
so here's the final one, and y'all better guess this,
Okay.
or you're all fired.
We ain't get. I'm definitely fired.
Halo.
I could see that, but no.
No,
Star
hold on.
Trek. I said it before.
Hold on.
Fuck up, that'd be nice. Destiny?
It is Destiny.
That's why he's taking a fucking shot right now.
I was hoping you didn't notice.
No. I did it. No, because I was looking for something to send you right now to like play on the stream.
Uh-huh.
And the second that I heard it, I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, this sounds familiar. I'm like, I think it's Destiny. So after I said it, when I looked, I was like, there he is. Just opening a fucking bottle.
Hold on. As you and AXG guessed that at the same time.
Did we? Oh, he did guess it. Oh yeah.
He guessed Destiny.
Yeah, you got
Bro.
Destiny.
Yo, good shit. But can I tell you, I was thinking about it, and I was thinking my dumb ass was thinking Buzz Lightyear. I was like,
Fuck off.
The new one.
The new one, right?
the waves and everything. I was like, nah, I'm not ready for this.
Oh my god. So hold on a second. Oh. Okay. So I was gonna say, I was gonna take a shot for Destiny. So AXG, I don't know if you noticed, but like we take shots for whenever we talk about. We have a little drinking game. So like if I ever talk about Destiny ever, because I'm obsessed with that game, I have to take a shot for it. Randy, if he talks about Kingdom Hearts, he has to take a shot. Danny, if he talks about Guitar Man. Danny, if he talks about, well, he doesn't take shots anyways, but whenever he talks about Final Fantasy, he's supposed to take a shot. And with Kevin, anything fighting game wise, he has to take a shot for. So this is mine right here.
Bro, I get smoked for anything. I'll be like, yo, I was like, oh yeah, commentator match. I got smoke. I gotta take a shot.
And even then, he like actively takes them just cause.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just cause.
Bro, I remember that was King of Fighters 2013, bro. I'm dragging it.
So I got a special request right here from Randy to play something. So this will be the final.
If Sober's gonna know it, but Kevin should fucking know it.
What you talking about?
Well, I'll play it right now.
Yeah, go ahead. I know it, so I can't answer.
If it'll run, hopefully it'll run.
Well, I'll play it right now. Are you playing on Chrome? You're fine.
Well, it'll play on the stream.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Searching for love.
Ooh, okay,
of course he'll dance to this.
Pump that shit.
It's fun to dance to. Wait, he's get the bars.
Oh, I like this.
Dude, it's really good. You gotta play it. You definitely have to play this.
Bro, I'm jacking it. You can music. Nigga said Chip and
Say it again, Danny.
Oh, Chippendales.
Chippendales, the game
with Chris Farley and with
Yo, AXG, yo, you can't be putting me on blast like that.
So this isn't Rescue Rangers then.
Fuck off.
All right, Kevin. This is mainly
this one.
Who?
It's mainly for me, right? Can you play that one more time?
Yeah,
from the top, please.
From the top,
max volume.
Yeah, I don't blame it.
It's not the bouncer.
It's not.
It's a PlayStation 1 game.
It's Persona. I'm jacking it's Persona. I don't.
Nope.
You sure?
I'm totally sure.
You said you weren't sure what it was? What was that?
He thinks it's Persona.
I could see that, honestly, if I didn't know what it was already on here.
Go ahead and spit that for me.
One more time?
He's like, one more time.
One more time. Yo,
it's a good song, so why not?
You said the PS1 game, right?
Yeah. You have played it because you said that you've played it.
It's not Trap Gunner.
It is.
It is Trap Gunner.
Come on!
It's Trap Gunner.
Bro, I thought that was
character select.
Bro, because Trap Gunner does not feel like it doesn't feel like it's a Trap Gunner game. Bro.
Wait. Does Huertas know this one?
I don't know.
The WoW.
I don't know how far his extent of gaming has gone.
Randy, can I do you a favor? Not even do you a favor. Can I go next week?
So you take next week, I take the week after?
Yeah, you take the week after.
Manager, do you approve of the shift swap? Okay, take next week.
All right, cool. I'm about to find mad music and fuck you out.
Oh man.
Jesus Christ, what did I do?
No. Because the reason that Dan did this made me want to think about music that I want to start playing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nah, I want to do this. I want to do this shit next week.
Yeah.
Right, well, I'm still gonna be boring and like put pictures up. So,
bro, you're fine.
I want the audio listeners to be able to join in on that stuff too. So,
yo, Randy, can I work with you and do it but not guess?
What?
You know what I mean? Like I can find the sound that goes with the image that he's talking about.
I got two people that I don't even have to pay attention. So
I'm confused by what's going on.
I don't know what any of that means.
Yeah.
He wants to get all the videos for you. And then...
Yeah, I want to get the audio for you, so that you're only getting the picture, and I'm only getting the audio.
Just you do. No, yeah, you just do your audio version.
Do my thing? Okay.
No,
Yeah.
you're in charge of next week. I'm in charge of the week
Yeah.
after. That's it.
All right.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get Swifty. Y'all gotta get bopped with these.
You're
beats.
already fucking swifty. Fuck you mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you
You're like,
are
you're
right.
Wavy, wasted, like.
I'm gone. I'm under another universe.
You're fucking squanched right now, okay? So-
I'm bopped on
It
the
was a
beat.
good one.
So all right.
Yeah, I got-
So that's it for this episode of TDG Gaming Podcast. So
True.
again, we do the podcast every Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern time on Twitch. So join us live, have some fun with us. You can chat with us as Huertas is doing, AXG is doing, Leticia is doing. We're having some fun. They could always join in on the conversation, whatever topics that we're talking about and stuff. So join us live. That's always the funnest part about this. If not, you can join us on YouTube. The episode will be posted about a day or two later afterwards, as well as the audio version of the podcast, which you can listen to on all audio podcast services like Spotify, Google, Apple, all that good stuff. Just go to thedrunkenguardian.com for all the links so that way you can join us and listen to us however you'd like. Aside from that, you can you can read game reviews. So I do some game reviews for a lot of games, and you can go to thecoalition.com for that. Check out reviews, not just for me, but reviews that are done for many other people, many other games on the website, as well as TV shows and movies and stuff. They do reviews for that. So thecoalition.com for that. Boneless Bones, you got your own streaming service and that good shit?
Yeah. Okay. So what's going on, guys? It's your man Boneless Bones back at it again with another fucking stream. We're here with the lads. You know, we got Danny, we got Randy, we got the Sober, and everybody's here. So what I'm gonna start doing is doing horror games.
What do you mean, streaming?
Yeah, I'm gonna start streaming. I
Ooh.
have to stream tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm doing Resident Evil 5. I'm completing that game. And then I'm gonna keep completing that game, and that's my shit. And then we're gonna do fighters, we're gonna do all that extra shit. But the videos is gonna be fighters and Tekken. But Tekken is the road to Tekken Omega. That's for you guys. I love you guys so much, and I want to get like so good at Tekken that to the point that I'm unbeatable with the certain characters that I'm playing with.
He's just mad 'cause I whooped his ass today. That's why.
First of all, Dan. First of all, you're not gonna be taking that L, and we both burned out. So, man's just like, yeah, we burnt out. I'm about to play you 30 matches in. I'm like, bro, I'm tired. like Dan be playing me, and I'm like, bro, I'm already burnt. I'm 30 matches in, and I'm burnt out. I don't even.
Where you were playing before you started playing with Danny? You were in for how many hours?
I was 3 hours in.
Yeah.
I was already burnt by the time we started playing. So my thing is like I always love playing Sober Guardian, and I think I'm gonna make a video of just us playing for a whole session.
I think you should, yeah. That'd be
Yeah,
a lot of fun to listen to because I
But
listen to
he's-
you guys. So like me, Sober Guardian, and Boneless, we'll be at a party chat, and I'll be playing minding my own business, playing my own games, and them two are fighting each other, and like the banter that I hear from the both of them can be so fucking good and hilarious.
Bro,
So like I think it'll make a good stream.
My favorite thing to hear from Sober Guardian is "It's not your turn" or "Oh, I fucked up." Like when he says "I fucked up," I'm like, "You did it, you did it."
Yeah.
You're safe as fuck. And he'd be doing some shit, and I'm like, bro, like that's why I be telling people, I'm like, yo, if you ever run into Sober Guardian, or you run into Random, bro, you're gonna get smoked because he's fucking.
I changed my name recently to Sober Guardian. For fun.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Mhm.
I changed my name to Boneless Bones _TV. And that shit, I'm like, yo, if you ever run into Random, you're getting smoked, bro. This man is different. He's a different breed of Tekken play that I was like, I'm not ready for it. So I'll be playing him, I'll be chilling, I'll be macking, you know, I'll be playing with him, and I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna play him. Like, and I love playing Sober. Sober is one of those players that it's just like he's so he's like my polar opposite, that he punishes me on everything that I do, that I have to adapt. So it's like every match, it's us adapting to each other play
Yeah.
style from the previous game. And it's so fucking
Oh shit!
crazy.
Did we lose Danny? We lost Danny.
I think we did.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Okay.
And Danny, I love you to death. You like, I'm not gonna lie, he's my Tekken brother. Like I can say this right now. He's my Tekken brother. I love him to death. I'm never gonna stop playing Tekken because of him. Like just because he's good and he's higher ranked than me, I gotta play more just to beat him. So I'm like the road to Tekken Omega is just because I want to beat him. I want to
think
be
this
able
is
like
this is all drunk talk right now.
no. It's not even
I love you, man.
I love you,
nah,
man.
I love you, bro.
Don't ever change, bro.
Don't ever
Say-
change. No, but Sober is just like he's my rival in Tekken because I don't have a rival in Tekken. I had Jay, and Jay was like
Hey, I tried.
No. But what I'm saying is like Jay was Armor King, but he will bitch because I'm playing Jin. You know what I mean? Like if you play my main, like that's my main character. You can't complain because I'm playing my main. Like you're Nina. I'm not gonna complain because you're playing Nina. That's your bitch. You know what I mean? Like
my main too.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I can't complain because you're playing Nina. I'm playing Jin, so you can't complain because I'm playing Jin. That's the way I was thinking of it. Like if you're playing your main character, you shouldn't be complaining because somebody's playing their
There
main
you go.
character.
Yeah, we lost connection with Danny. Oh well.
Okay.
He sends love. I know he sends love regardless.
OD.
Well,
And
let's wrap it
yo,
up.
have you ever run into random or Super Guardian? You're getting smoked. You're getting smoked, and he
Yeah.
don't beat your ass.
Yeah, you are. That's why I don't
Yeah.
play with him in fighting games anymore because I know it's just
No, and then
Ew.
so drunk. I got something for you. We're gonna drop Dragon Ball and we're gonna play Blaze Blue.
We're gonna go to Blaze Blue.
Going straight to Blaze Blue, and I'm gonna cook you. If you win your first rank, your rank match is gonna be me.
I feel
'Cause
like
I'm
I would
only gonna
play
do-
better with Blaze Blue than Dragon Ball or than
Dragon Ball?
anything else, honestly.
I would say give yourself 2 weeks of playing Blaze Blue, get reacquainted with the game, and then play me. And if you can't,
Which
beat me,
which Blaze Blue?
it doesn't matter.
Can you play the most recent one?
What's the most recent one? I don't know. I haven't played since Calamity Trigger, and that was the first one.
Central Fiction, and if you play Central Fiction, I'm gonna play you.
I'll play with you guys.
Hmm.
Oh my god, because you want to play fucking Almine. You fucking
Yeah.
Your old
'Cause
ass.
Amine is really fun.
Almine
Okay.
is
Honestly, no. Like from when I started to when I actually started picking up on combos and like making my own shit, it's a
you
huge fucking difference.
you know what's
So-
funny? Because you played Almine, and because I wanted to be an asshole, I played fucking I played what's his face, the dog. I played fucking what was the blue haired dog guy's name? The one
I
that
don't remember, but I remember what the fuck it was, and I
yeah,
didn't
and
like
you
it.
and it would hurt every time you fight. Hold on, go ahead. Drunk
Oh my
Guardian.
God. No. I was just gonna say, I got finals coming up, so next week would be my last couple of exams that I had to take. So after next week, I'll have a lot more time to catch up on my backlog of games, and I will get Blaze Blue at that point, so
Are you
that way I
fucking
can
playing
start
Neo?
practicing. Of course, I'm gonna play it. I told you, I made you that promise. I'm gonna get that shit done before the end of December, and I'm probably gonna finish way before that. So,
Good.
I'll have lots of time
'Cause
starting
I don't
at the end of next
I don't
week.
need you to get the secret endings, right?
Yeah.
I don't need you to get
Just-
the secret
just
endings.
beat the
get
story.
base ending.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's all I need to do.
yeah,
Like
Drunk.
I went full autism and fucking 100% it, as you saw,
yeah.
right? I got the
Drunk.
platinum. I got the 100% for the game. I got both secret endings. What?
I found the character Azrael. If I ever play Azrael, I'm gonna smoke you.
They're fucked.
Yeah, that's me.
You could
playing
pick the
as,
worst
like-
person ever, and you still smoke me. Like I don't do fighting
No,
games.
but here's the thing. No, the thing is that Azrael has a busted kit in of itself
Yeah.
because he's fast for a heavy character and he hits hard as shit
And he
and he
side
has range.
and he side switches on dash forward. So
So he's like a good Yamcha in fighters.
yeah,
Yeah.
and if I play you Azrael, that means I'm like
He doesn't
remember when I was
respect
yeah I don't. It's not even I don't respect you. I was like I respect you enough to play my main,
Yeah.
and that's something that you gotta keep in your mind. That
Watch for his feet.
every time I play you a Goku Black, it's just because I'm taking you so serious that my main character is gonna be the reason you lose. That's what it is, and it's the. I'm sorry, I'm like super Bob, but that's usually
Yeah.
what it is when I play fighting games. It's like I always have my main character in the back, because if you take me to the point that I have to literally bring them out, you're gonna die no matter what they do.
Mhm.
Like that's what you have to keep in mind. So Dan, don't think that you're not a good fighting game player. You're amazing. You're a great player. You just don't know what you can do yet. Like AXG is an amazing fucking player. He can read me like a book. I'm like a wild animal compared to him.
Mhm.
And like me bringing Goku Black is like one of the most scariest character because he plays by himself. He doesn't play with anybody else. Like his kit is just I'm alone and I gotta play like I'm by myself. It doesn't matter if I have assists. I can do whatever with them, but I'm by myself, and that's how I have to play. So that's something that you got to keep in mind.
Okay.
And everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, boneless drunk." I'm like, I'm hella drunk. I'm OD drunk.
It's all right. I'm feeling it too. Also. So we'll just close out so that way we don't embarrass ourselves even further. Yeah.
No,
So,
it wouldn't really be about being embarrassed. It's more like I'm more honest with myself.
The
and
drunker
like,
you
I
are.
love everybody else, but I was just
it's
like,
also us reaching the time because we're
Yeah,
about to push 3 hours.
We're gonna hit 3 hours.
Yeah.
let's just push 7 minutes and we could do that.
So we'll cut it
I'm
off
done.
here
Go ahead,
and
go ahead.
we'll discuss it more. Yeah, use the force.
Use the force.
That's good.
Just to get to bed. That's it.
Yeah. So
Alright,
so we'll
but
end it here. Thank you
before
guys.
we genuinely do end, can we have like a parting shot?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
I'm
Awesome. There we
drunk
go.
as shit, but I can.
Obviously, you're drunk as shit.
It's that way
You're
like
gonna, you're
Danny.
gonna
I'll
sleep like a
text him
fucking
later
baby.
on.
Bro, you say that, and I gotta wake up in like 4 hours.
I'm actually good tomorrow this time.
Well,
All right.
So I
good
don't
for
have to
you.
do much of anything. So yeah.
I'm off too, so fucking.
Salud
cheers, guys.
and
It's like a little bit above half.
yeah, cheers to everybody.
To Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, God.
To Dragon Ball Fighters.
And I'm gonna cut it
And-
off. I'm gonna cut it off here.
To Destiny.
Yeah. Cheers. See you guys.